Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am the Dungeon Master Jacob. I don't know why I did that. I've been writing scripts, and so I'm like, that's how I start things. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the final session of Dire Roll Endfrost. It has been a awesome ride. We hope we end it well. Everybody's here. We got through the technical difficulties so far, but it is Dire Roll, so the night has just begun. Sorry for starting a little bit late, but we had to make sure everything was sorted. Everybody's here. None of us are too sick to play, but close. And we're ready to kick things off. We are knee-deep. Excuse me. We are knee-deep in the Siege of Suderhofen, the battle that we have been waiting the whole campaign for. Endfrost has come. The armies of the Ice Queen Scothy, a queen of the Fae, have arrived. They've washed over the land, and they have been besieging the walls of Suderhofen. And up until right now, they have been doing probing attacks, launching some, maybe up to half of their forces against the walls to try to test their defenses. But they just recently were reinforced by 10,000 traders from the Game Lands. People, the Barrowfolk, humans, who have joined with the Fae. And with this fresh swell of reinforcements, they have committed an all-out assault against the city, and it is well underway. Agnar, Bernhardt, Hakan, and Aakulu have been in a frenzy trying to defend the walls. However, in a fight against a frost giant, Bernhardt was able to use his recently acquired powers to befriend a polar bear. Speaking of Bernhardt's recently acquired powers, don't think I've forgotten that he received a seed from the king of soil and root, which would awaken 1 in every 100 trees in the immediate vicinity, and as soon as the enemy launched their attack, once they cleared the tree line, Bernhardt buried the seed and imbued it with the power, which has awoken the trees. So while the fighting takes place on the walls, everyone can see a host of trees attacking the Endfrost forces from their rear. In some areas, these trees are doing significant damage. Obviously, this was a surprise attack, so the initial surge of trees caused havoc in the back line. However, in other places, mostly in the western regions of the city, where there's a significant increase of troops, the trees are being less effective simply because there's more enemies who can turn and face it. That being said, despite the trees attacking their back line, it appears that Endfrost is committed. That brings us to tonight. Similar to last week, we're going to start things off not with the battle, but instead a quieter locale. A craggy region covered in freshly fallen snow. Large, sheer cliff faces kind of make up this canyon, and a lone figure trudges through shin-high snow as gentle snow falls all around her. She's a shield maiden, evidenced by her weapons and helmet, and as she crosses frame, we see in big bold letters, Harkt, which is the neighboring nation to the west, and then the text beneath it say, 2 years ago. And this woman comes up to what appears to be a frozen waterfall. And she sets out quite a few esoteric oddities. Candles, bowls, bones that don't look like they're from any creature that we've ever seen in our lives, as well as some other tokens and trinkets that bear significance to what she's doing, but mean nothing to us. And then she starts to kind of rub her arm across 3 foot by 3 foot area of this waterfall, wiping away all the snow to reveal the sheen of the ice. She performs a ritual. And when it's completed, obviously time starts to travel as she sits there patiently with her eyes closed. But eventually, we see a figure, a humanoid shape from behind the ice, as if she's within the ice of this frozen waterfall. And when she steps up against the ice sort of cracks and breaks and forms around this face and these two arms, but retain they're still made of ice, like these broken shards glued together almost. And this feminine figure in the waterfall says, "Why have you called for me?" The woman opens her eyes, and this is the first chance we get a real good look at this woman's face, and we realize it's Ylva, sister of Fenrir, niece of Agnar. And she says, "I was told that you can grant power, abilities beyond human convention." A strange smile creases across the frozen woman's face, and she says, "Yes, I have that ability, but it is not for free. If you wish, we can enter into a bargain. My price is always the same, and if you are willing, then we can make a deal." And Ylva says, "Very well. I want something that no other warrior has. I want to never fear hand, axe, spear, or shield. I want to be impervious to any attack, and to never fear another warrior." The face kind of pulls back and says, "What you ask is perhaps beyond my ability." And it brings this icy hand up to her chin, and she strokes and she says, "Although there may be a way. But first you must hear my price." Ylva nods, and the woman says, "You must bear into this world a creature from another, that I shall place inside of you. You shall grow it as if it were a child. You shall birth it at the Forbidden Lake." Ylva is obviously taken aback by that, and she kind of like shifts uncomfortably. She says, "Oh, I never planned on doing something like that. Is there anything else?" And the face says, "If you wish to be invincible, this is the only way. You must bear another being inside of you from my world, and that will change your blood. And then, once you have given birth, only your blood can harm you." Ylva thinks about it, and she says, "Well, I'm not really using it. I agree." And the frozen face smiles and says, "Excellent," and then reaches forward and pokes her in the belly. And a loud boom flashes the screen white. And then we cut to sometime later. We see Ylva. This time it's not winter, it's autumn. And she is full in her belly. And she is stumbling towards a lake. A small lake in a secluded region with golden grass all around it. And we can see that she's about to give birth. And since, we don't want to show that on camera, we kind of get like a close-up bust up as she produces this thing within her, expels it from herself. And then we kind of pan over, tastefully, to this thing. It appears to be a human head with blue skin, white hair, and arms and legs coming out of it. And it doesn't cry, but instead it goes, "Borndora." And it pulls itself free of this pool of blood that is pouring out of Alva like a river. And it drags itself and dives into the lake and disappears in the wave as this blood rushes into it and starts flowing into the lake after it. Just a torrent of blood. And we pan back and we see Alva getting paler and paler and paler. And you can tell that with this amount of blood loss, she's going to die. And there's an expression on her face as she recites in her head the words that only her blood will kill her, and she realizes that even if she were granted the power promised to her, she has been tricked, because she's about to die of blood loss. And just as she's about to fade, we get a first-person view of her blinking and everything getting saturated and white. A figure steps over her, a cloaked figure with snow on his beard. And he looks down at her, and he says, "It's time to go home, Alva." And he takes his staff, which has a skull, an animal skull mounted on top of it, and he taps her chest. And we cut back to her face, and she takes in this breath, and all the color comes back to her skin, and the bleeding stops. And then we cut back to the present. The roar of battle, as we see our 4 heroes and their newly acquired bear friend battling at the gates, and they seem to have repelled at least this brief assault. Unfortunately, before they can really catch their breath... No, that's not true, actually. At this point, you guys will withdraw and get a short rest. So anyone who needs a short rest, let's do that first, before I throw you into the next fight.
I'll just regain some HP, but that's it.
I'll go ahead and roll once or twice.
Go ahead first, and I'll roll after.
Also, thanks for all the surge, guys.
Twice.
It wasn't for you, Jake, and it was just so we could compete.
Hey, I'll take it.
But new guy came in here with like 100,000 sparks.
Oof, can't beat that. I did 60.
Yeah.
60,000. And I thought I was big boy.
Oh.
I thought you were just going to leave it at 60. I just did 60. I thought I was a big boy.
60 sparks. I call.
Are you good, Agnar?
Yeah, I'm good.
Does anyone else need to heal up?
Yes,
No,
I will.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it in a moment. I'm just doing some quick maths here. So I need
PR.
50.
I can control the bear. You know, you can just tell me what you're telling him to do. And of course, he's under the charm
We're
spell.
good.
He's not like an animal companion, so there's limits to what he'll do.
Correct.
But he's here to fight,
Yep.
and you're his best friend, so he'll probably fight for you. That being
Sweet.
said,
Does he look injured?
No, he was completely. You made it very clear that no one should harm your new friend, and
I just didn't know if he had been injured previously, so I just wanted to make sure.
he was fit and ready. You guys were his first
Okay.
catch of the day, and then you ion cannon that whole plan.
Nice.
I do have
Nice.
I do have his sheet available to you, but I will probably control him. But if I get overwhelmed, I'm gonna kick that over to you.
Sounds good.
It's in the journal under player characters.
Yep, under polar bear. I saw it.
Got it.
Pull.
All right, is everybody rested? All right, so the 4 of you and your bear are recuperating behind enemy lines, or behind friendly lines. I don't know why I got tongue-tied in that specific manner. And one of the Huskarls rushes into the building where you guys are taking refuge from the blizzard outside. And he says, "A king!"
Go ahead.
Very hard. There's this abominable creature, like a woman with faint blue skin, riding a broom. She's devastating the walls.
Nice.
Riding a you said a broom?
I saw it with my own eyes, my lord. The walls of the Heartswood Burrow are breaking. Enemies are flooding the streets. Cabian is organizing a counterattack and establishing road blockades to try to stop the flow of the enemy. But unless we deal with this creature that controls the walls, we can't retake ground.
All right, you heard her, folks. We gotta go fight a blue woman on a broom, apparently.
She was last seen diving into one of the towers.
Yeah, that's...
I can take you to her last position, but I won't be able to slip past the enemy lines.
That's fine. I mean, that's no more out of the ordinary than anything else in the past few days. So sure, let's do this.
All right, so you guys head into the Heartswood Burrow. All right, you guys need to get past the enemy in order to intercept this hag. What's y'all's preferred method?
Say one more time.
You guys need to slip past, because there's street fighting going on throughout the Heartswood Burrow. You guys need to get past to the wall, through the enemy line. So I'm just kind of determining. I want to know what you guys want to do about how do you guys want to achieve that? You want to just weapons ahead and charge, or do you want to try to sneak in, or do you have some spell that'll facilitate that? Fuck, my neck hurts.
I'm pretty sure I don't do the sneaking thing.
The only spell that could really facilitate that on my end is Thunderstone, which is very sneaky.
Yeah.
What's the distance on that? How far can you
90 feet. But I can only take myself and one other person with me.
Right, so that would be.
I'd have to go back and forth with a bunch of spell slots.
Yeah, and Hakon is not much of a sneaker either. He has an idea for the immediate need, but not for, like, beyond the immediate. And his idea for the immediate need would be to ask the Mact to make as much noise as possible while they're fighting, like, yelling and everything. They're probably already doing it, but they, like, more, essentially, than so that the enemies are attracted to the noise and like opens the path in front of us, but that's only gonna last for like what, 3 streets, and then after that, it's not gonna do much.
Right.
Well, damn, Akulu.
If you want,
yes, I forgot.
there is this 1,000 men in Arkwood Burrow that are holding position, and you can have them drive a wedge. Thank you. You're the best.
Around.
You guys can have them basically charge and create a path.
I think that's potentially a good idea.
Yeah, if we want to be rested against that thing, because it's like out of character knowledge, it looks like it's going to be a witch and it's going to be a tough fight, so I think we got it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we know in character that the hags have been kind of like organizing things.
Yeah.
Those ice maidens you fought before, yeah, this sounds like something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, and this is a real witch we're going to be going up against.
Not one of them fake witches.
Not a fake witch, huh?
It just occurred to me that I did not update y'all's stat screen.
These are ice witches as opposed to sand witches.
Because if this was a sandwich, we would be all over that. Like, we got that one handled. No, I was insinuating real witches, not like scared peasantry calling someone a witch when they don't really understand her
Such
contribution
elitism.
to society as a whole.
Such elitism talking about the peasantry. All right.
Well, to save some time, I think the garrison.
Yes, I would like to save some time. So we're gonna do the garrison.
It's still a good idea because it brings reinforcement to a broken.
All right,
I was
so
gonna say that's our style.
Yeah, so you guys bring your 1,000 men and kind of clear out a street enough for you guys to reach the designated wall. Guarding this creature inside of the tower appears to be a pair of those constructs you fought before. And
hey, that's a job for me.
We shall let's do some initiative.
I mean, fine.
Oh, I have to. I can't take a 20.
Look at that beautiful bear.
Can I take a 20?
I wish I could take a 10 on initiative and just have a 17 off the bat. Instead of this BS.
Boom.
All right, Bernie. Wow. Bernie's the only person who was ready to fight something. We were all like, whoa, there's stuff out here?
All our initiative added up together does not even get close to Bernie's.
I mean, it gets close. You're 4 short.
Yeah, 4 short.
Is that your way of telling me you want to ride the bear?
Yeah, the entire time he's been riding the bear going.
Jacob,
Yes.
when you have a bear and the potential for bear cavalry, the question of do you want to ride the bear is always answered by yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Oh,
ask.
damn. Agnar, I deleted yours because I'm fighting with the thing. You had a 12?
I know how to 2.
Yeah.
No,
I
there's a
mean-
2 right there. Okay. I
I
had
mean,
one of the numbers
sure.
right. The other one
No,
was
it's
a
a
0.
12, Jacob. It's a 12. Please give him 12.
Now hold on. There's a 2 there, but there also was a 1 involved.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Bernhardt, in stark contrast to your initiative, the bear did not roll well.
That's all right.
I'm going to bring you to front so that you... So for me, you're on top of the token. Okay.
Thankfully, the constructs didn't roll super well either.
Okay. It is your turn, Bernhardt.
All right, Barry, you stay here. I'm just going to take care of some things, and so I should be back. And half my movement's going to be climbing down off the bear.
Okay.
As per the dismounting. So that is, what is it, 12 and a half. So I have 2 squares. Okay. So we can clearly see the constructs, but we cannot see the Vitch. Correct?
Well, I can glimpse at the window.
Yeah, you can kind of see a shape in the window.
Okay. In that case, Bernhardt will move towards, behind Hakan and go, Agnar, if you don't mind coming here, I'd like to do something before you go and fight Sam.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to ready a spell.
All right.
For when Agnar gets within 5 feet of me.
Okay. And I assume that means you're done?
I am done.
Excellent. It is the hag's turn. The hag's turn. Oh, look at that. Going to cast a spell. Going to cast Ice Storm.
This one again.
Y'all familiar with this?
No.
He's going to cast it here. So anyone within 20 feet, which is going to be the party. But not the bear. The bear's fine.
Oh, nice.
You guys need to give me dexterity saving throws as a hail of rock hard ice pounds the ground from a 40-foot high cylinder. You know,
I'm not blessed,
basically
so that's a 13.
cloud rolls over and just hail comes down.
And we
Hakan.
add...
Yeah, Hakan and Aakulu get to add +2 from my aura.
So that's a 15 for me.
16 for me.
Okay. Waiting on Agnar?
That's an 11.
Do you not also get to add the
It's
+2?
included.
It's included.
Oh.
Okay, so that means Agnar is the only one who failed. So Agnar will take full damage, everyone else will take half. And it is going to be 2 types of damage. First, the bludgeoning. So 9 bludgeoning, or 4 for those of you who resisted. And 10 cold, or 5 for those who resisted.
Okay, so I need to make a DC 10 con save. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Cool, there goes a 5th level spell. Loving it.
Oh. Oof.
Holding a spell is concentration?
Yeah. Yeah.
Garbage.
Technically, you cast it, yeah. Alright, and that's all she's gonna do, so Akuru, you are up.
You know, guys, I was gonna just kind of let y'all handle doing a lot of the damage, but at this point in time, we're looking pretty rough.
Already.
Cool. And she's right here.
Yep.
I can see her.
She has half cover, so +5 AC if you're doing an AC attack.
If someone has any cover, I'm not gonna do an AC attack. That's foolish.
Fair.
Let's measure that distance. Ah, yeah. Okay. We're gonna change the damage typing on this so I can have some fun, which means I'm burning a sorcery point or 2? 1 to change the damage type with the new
I don't remember.
feat. I've got it written down.
I think it's only 1.
1 sorcery point. We're changing it to poison, obviously, which means I'll be able to treat 1s as a 2 as well, and I'll also be. Wait, I have to make sure I can use this with other meta magics. Yeah, I can. Cool. Then I'm also going to add my charisma modifier to damage. Sorry. Moving these things around makes it kind of annoying. Charisma. And we're gonna do this.
Immolation
treat-
with poison. That sounds horrible. Okay.
And treat 1s as 2s.
So that is actually 30 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to make a dex save, which she has a +3 against. So she needs a 13.
Damn,
or
I was
up.
not expecting Dex to be her good stat, not gonna lie.
Yeah, she's a spry little hag. Alright.
Girl's name.
Oh, she succeeded, so she's going to take 15 poison damage.
The poison continues to be on her body for the second round, though.
Even if she...
If she saves on the first round, I still get to roll for the second round, because
it takes the damage
the
on
target,
half
on
as
a
much.
failed save, the target also burns for the duration. So
So it succeeded. So it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Their turn. This guy is going to go ahead and take some fall damage. It's dumb. It's going to jump down, and it's going to take 2d6 fall damage. It takes 8. And that was 10, 20, 30, 40, and it's going to dash for 5, 10, 15, and 20. The next one is going to hold an action. Where's my... There it is. And now it's the bear's turn. As a free action, you can tell it what you want it to do.
Yeah, he mentioned when he got off just to stay there, like stay there, Barry.
Okay, so he's just waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's a mount.
Got
I don't
it.
want him to get hurt.
Okay, Hakan, you're up.
Let's first see how much damage I do to this thing. So I'm gonna attack this thing. And 2 to 2 class. Long rest for fighting spirit, but I do get 1 charge back if I use them all. These things are construct, want to get rid of them. So I'm gonna use 1 fighting spirit as a bonus, gaining 5 temporary hit points, and attacking with advantage. Weishi's Assurance against construct. It does more damage, I believe. Just want to double check I'm using the right Wishi's assurance here. Okay, there you go. Boom. Advantage. Boom. 21 for 19.
Yeah. That's a hit.
22 for reroll.
So that's 14 plus. For 19 damage. Okay, he's damaged. In fact, he's badly damaged.
I kind of wanted it dead. I was hoping for a crit. I know it's hard to ask. We might not get a short rest. I don't like to spend it. Fuck that. I'm risking it. Action surge. Let's not waste so much time. And I'm gonna attack twice again. Boom. Well, that's a crit, and I can re-roll, but I'm not sure if it's worth it.
He's dead as hell.
Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't think I can hold my last attack.
No.
So I'm gonna actually back out so he takes fall damage. I'm gonna back out to here so he takes.
Okay.
And that's it.
And then he uses his taunt emote.
Agnar.
Yeah.
All right, so 5, 10, and just look down expectantly, smiling at Bernie, like, what?
So that ice thing really ruined my plan. So sorry. I don't have the spell now, but it's nice to see you, Joe.
Yeah, how you been? How's your day?
I have a bear. His name is Barry, so it's going pretty good.
All right, cool. I mean, it's been rough, but I'm glad we can make friends through all of this. So I mean, keep it up. That's you're 15, 20, 25, 30 dodge action.
Okay.
Done.
Back to you, Bernhardt.
Okay. Kulu, is there a way that you can get me next to her?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. As an action, I'm going to cast another spell and hold it. This one only a 4th level, so won't be as bad if it gets fucked.
So you just need me to get you up there?
Yeah.
Cool. I can technically see a spot in range.
And as he casts the spell, you see him like throw his right hand to the side, slowly closing his outstretched fingers into a fist that begin to kind of like, his hand begins to like pulsate. And that's it for me because I'm casting another spell and holding it.
Okay.
All right, calm down, Danny Rand.
It is the hag's turn. I think she's just going to Ray of Frost Akulu. She's going to conserve some of her spells here and just
I've been talking too much game, huh?
and just try to delete the thing that hit her. And she'll see where that lands. Ray of Frost.
Let me go over to shield.
She's got a +6 to hit. You have an AC of 16. Here we go. You missed. Okay, your turn, Akulu.
Cool. We know what we're doing. So I'm gonna thunderstep myself and Bernhardt up. So I'll land here. Bernie will land here because I only need to see where I'm going within range.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Did you throw up the description of the spell? That might answer the question. Okay. That works. Cool. On game. So
Cool.
Bernhardt will be there in the darkness. In the darkness, yeah.
Yeah,
There you are, Bernhardt.
and I'll be here.
And that triggers my reaction
Oh.
as appearing next to her in this like something he's had like he's been transported this way once or twice, and coming out of it, he's just like even destruction has its place in order, and he just like throws this haymaker punch at her as I'm casting a 4th level inflict wounds.
Damn. Bernhardt.
I just carry him over and like throw no matter.
Oh, finally.
I'm also going to be using my he's kind of mad about losing that spell. I'm also going to be using my inspiration on the attack roll.
Shit. Right. Okay. You know this is the last session, right? All right. Cure wounds. Interesting choice.
Whoa, that is not the spell. I
You know what?
Let's try this one again.
You know what? She's charmed. She didn't know. She didn't expect that. You guys run away.
Try this one again. Hold on. That is a single. So let me just roll a d20. I really want to crit.
Ooh.
That's a
close.
20 something.
You hit.
So let me just roll my additional 3d10.
That's a lot of damage. Oh.
Off that additional 3d10.
Yeah.
So that is 27 necrotic damage.
Yep.
Kind of got fucked on that additional dice roll, but that's cool.
Yeah. You and Roll20 need to have a discussion after today. Are you done?
Well,
that
that
technically
was-
wasn't my turn. That was just my reaction.
You right. Ah, cool. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to right. Oh wait, there's not a way to move in to like right here
Yeah,
unless I
that's a-
pass through.
Yeah, there's a doorway. I mean, you can pass through Bernhardt as 10 feet of movement, as long as you don't end there.
Yeah, I have the movement to do it. I'm gonna get in there so I can be back up. Cool. That's my turn.
Don't wear it out. Cool. He continues. He readies another action. I'm just gonna keep skipping your bear until you tell me otherwise.
You can probably pretty much take him out of this
Done.
combat.
Right.
Unless things get real dire.
Yeah. Aha. Okay, on, you're up.
Well, I'm probably gonna get smashed, but I got 5 temporary hit points, so I'm literally invulnerable right now. I'm gonna go on.
Literally invincible.
3,
Nothing can take Hakon down.
4, 5, and then I'm in reach for him, so I'm assuming he's gonna smash me.
Yes, he's going to clap you. +6 to hit. You have a 16. That's a big ol'
miss.
miss.
And I'm gonna step up here to leave some space for Agnar for 6, and I'm gonna attack. However, this time no fighting spirit. Just typical it. 16 for a reroll if 16's a...
16 is a hit.
Okay, let me reroll quick.
14 plus 19. Okay,
15.
hit.
There's a 2 in there. I'm gonna reroll. I wish I could put the class action with my weapons.
You can. Oh, you
Oh,
mean in
in
the
the
same
same
tab?
section.
Okay. So that's 18.
Yep.
All right, he's damaged.
That's it for me.
Let me clear that ready to action. And Agnar, you're up.
All right. 1, 2. Is this 3, 4, 5, 6, or is it
Yeah.
3, 4?
3, 4, 5, 6. You're going up.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Can I reach him from
Yes.
here?
Yes, you can.
I will swing away then.
He has the high ground.
You were the chosen one. That's a shit roll.
That is a shit roll. It's also a miss.
Yep. Second attack, hopefully different than the first, is a crit.
I think we all know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, you damn right. We're gonna. It'll be a second level. No, it won't. Sorry, that's gonna be a first level. That's a first level. So it's an additional 48.
They say 1 out of every 20 times a paladin swings.
Hey,
An angel gets its wings.
I smite on non-crits every now and then.
Yes. All right.
Jesus, how much is that? That's 11. Oh no, that was Blade of Honor. Sorry. So 9, 26, 26. Yeah.
Okay.
And done.
Okay. Bernhardt, it is once again you. You with us still? Here?
Yep. Just yep. I'm here.
It sounds like he's trying to figure out his next move.
Yeah.
He didn't plan for after he got up to her.
I already cast 2 spells, guys. You're supposed to win by now.
Oh, goodness.
It's much more interesting when we can't see what's going on.
it leaves freedom of imagination.
The theater of the mind.
I apologize. There was some fuckery going on on my side that was hilarious to watch, but not hilarious to see.
Wait. No, I don't want to waste time. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I was really hoping that inflict wounds would crit. That was okay. In that case, seeing that it really didn't work, he kind of goes wide-eyed for a second, and then as I flip over, he exclaims, "The vast of the sky is mine to command," and he claps his hands in front of him. And she's going to need to make a Constitution saving throw as this happens. Or yeah, great damage. Fucking loving it.
Oh, I was gonna do the same thing.
Is that gonna... Oh, at this one you can choose, like, to say, like, Nada Kulu?
Yep.
Okay. Plus 2 con. So she needs a 13 or up. Here we go. Yeah. She's gonna take the full 6.
And she's gonna
Be pushed.
welcomed into a bear hug.
Oh, she gets pushed 10 feet. I changed my mind.
Yep.
She succeeded. No. All right.
Hey, hello!
Why, hello there.
And after the deafening boom, Bernhardt's gonna turn and look at Kulu and do the double thumbs up, like big smile, like I did good, right?
He's learned so much.
And she is also wounded from that strike.
Yeah. I mean, that was a massive amount of damage she just took from that thunder wave.
Oh, Thunder Wave. For
So-
some reason I was thinking it was Thunderclap.
Yep.
So that was
That
terrible
tower
damage.
would not
Man.
exist.
Oof.
Yep.
Okay.
It was a 1 and a 5.
All done, Bernhardt?
Yeah, I think we're done at that.
Okay. That's what I
Also,
thought.
we're all deaf.
5.
I've
10.
had hearing problems for a while.
Pointing her hand towards Hakan, she casts Cone of Cold.
Well, that's rude. Don't
Damn,
point
she
at
ran
people.
from us.
So that's going to hit everybody but Agnar.
Hakan, you
still
get to
very
add
weird.
2.
Yes.
Oh, I should probably tell you what you're rolling.
Yes.
Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, sure.
So 19 for me.
Oh,
Whatever,
she
show
moved
off.
around Hakan. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
23.
Wait, you guys heard me say that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nani? I was muted.
No, you weren't.
Apparently not.
A good thing you didn't say anything you regret.
Okay. I was kind of curious as like you said, pointing towards the con, and then everyone but Agnar. I'm just like, wait, that doesn't make sense. We're on
That's
the
not
other
how
side of it.
cones work, Jakin.
Yeah. I was like, damn, how's she hitting me with a cone if there's a wall in the way? But I'll do it because I got a 23.
The way I figure is either A, that wall just goes away, or B, it continues to cone once it funnels through the door.
It kind of like,
Yeah.
fwa. Yeah, that's what I figure.
You all save, so you're gonna take half.
Half of 1,000 dice. That's cool.
So everyone takes 19 cold damage.
So can you still hear me?
Yeah.
I don't get this. I'm on mute.
Now, we've heard you the whole time, like all the background noise and everything, which I figured was unintentional, but
Yep. Nope. Okay. Gotta figure this one out.
hey, 19 hurt a little bit, and I was going to
Yes.
try and be cool and heroic, but now I don't necessarily want to do that anymore.
Well,
Well,
it is
it's
your
okay.
turn.
There's your turn. There's me, and there's Agnar afterwards. So I don't think she's gonna live through all of.
Let's see.
Especially if you throw something like blight.
I mean, I considered it. I don't have a lot of 4th level spells anyway.
She clapped you. You gotta clap back, girl.
I'm gonna ask you to never do that again.
Get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
No, that would've been
I'm
a
not
good time.
about to clap some hag cheeks. That's not good.
Now, hey.
1, 2,
Let's-
3. First
Hey,
level
Goldfish. First level spell, so that's 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's it.
She hath been missiled. A con. I've had
Oh,
my
well,
fun.
she-
You can now kill her.
Well, to give some space to Agnar, even though he might not need it, I'm gonna do the same trick that she did. And I'm
Wow.
gonna smash.
Oh, y'all are dancing.
Rude.
Yes!
Rude.
21.
Hi, Buffalo.
For the 2 becomes it.
So are we doing like the first number in the equation?
Yes,
is the
it's in order.
Okay. So that's 12 damage?
Yep.
Okay, she is now badly wounded.
25 for 2-2, so no change.
See, here's the problem. With having a great weapon and fighting already there, would you have rerolled that too? Because it would be a 1, which means you'd only did 10 damage.
Sorry?
Are we assuming that you're always rerolling 1s and 2s?
Yes, but it's in order. So if the first one that must be rerolled is the first one in the great weapon, and if I need to reroll both, it's
Okay, we're penciling that in.
yes.
Okay, so it's a wash.
Yes, it's a 2-2.
Got it. She is now near death.
Well, that's all for my turn. So,
Okay,
Agnar, you
you're up.
got her.
Well, I mean, I kind of want in on this. So I'm going to do that. I was going to see about casting a spell at her, but since she's ready to die, I'll just oblige. It's an 18 for 8.
She's dead.
And just for shits and giggles, it's a 27 for 11.
Okay, you did 11 damage to her corpse before it hit the ground.
Yep.
Gross.
That was the plan.
All right, well done, guys. You defeated the bear hag.
We solved your hag puzzle.
We're getting really good at these puzzles. I don't know what you did to change them, but
All right, so once you've killed the bear hag, the 1,000 men that carved a path for you push forward and retake the wall, temporarily boxing in the intruders. However, there's still enemies outside of the wall, so now to hold the wall is going to be on 2 fronts. You guys can go ahead and give me another short rest.
I'm gonna abuse it. Jake, and mechanically speaking,
Yeah, what's up?
it might be abusing, but second wind is a bonus action that recharges on a short rest. Knowing that we're gonna get a short rest, can I use second wind to avoid using more hit dice? Essentially, use the second wind before we rest so that I get another charge of second wind after the rest. Or is that abusing?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
love how new guy was like, "Hey, DM, may I please abuse this ability? May I please make use of my abilities, DM, please? You can say no. May I please? Please, ma'am."
I don't think it's abusing it.
I don't think so either, but it's just like, can I please use my skills?
I'm
Well,
just a
it's
lonely
kinda
fighter.
cheap.
Please,
It's kind of
ma'am.
cheap, but
May I please private message you, ma'am?
All right.
you guys are
Ooh.
rude.
As you
Ooh.
guys are taking a breather inside the tower in which you fought, which one of you is looking out towards the wood line, towards the river in this case? First person to say me.
Me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Agnar, you're
Yeah.
looking out, and as you're resting and you're getting back your strength, you can hear the fighting getting closer to where you are. Yet, the blizzard kind of lifts temporarily, as if killing this bear hag has softened the blizzard somewhat. The wind has died down, and the snowdrift has started to subside slightly. It's far less now. You look out beyond the battlefield, and you see the river. And standing on a frozen swath of the river is the multi-headed giant. Alone. You're muted.
I would like to I would like to look around and see that this is not some sort of trap.
Okay, make an insight check. Or perception check. Are you using your
Persuasion.
gut or your
Please
eyes?
don't trap us.
I'm gonna use my gut.
Okay, give me an insight check.
That's a 23 on my gut.
Alright, given the flow of the battle as it stands, it would be a very strange play indeed to try to bait this particular fight.
So it's probably not a trap?
It's probably not a trap. You're not 100% sure, obviously, but your gut is telling
Right.
you that this would be a very, very strange strategy.
If it's a trap, it's a stupid trap.
Yeah, like if this is a trap and you guys fell for it, then someone is playing like 8D chess.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll just kind of turn to everyone else and go, all right, let's put the sandwiches down. This is here's our shot.
Oh, you know what? I think fresh out. I was gonna buy some LEDs.
No, I said sandwiches,
I was
not
gonna buy LEDs next time I went
LEDs.
to Lowe's. Sorry about that. What did I miss?
I told you that I said sandwiches, not LEDs. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
Hakon turns to Agnar and says, well, you know what? I don't actually feel like fighting right
You know, I get it, buddy. It's been rough. We've been kind of going at it full bore. There hasn't been a lot of time to just sit back and take in everything that's been going on. But I'm gonna need you to get your undergarments untwisted, and let's go.
Are you kidding? This is the most fun I've had in years. Let's go.
All right. In order to break the line, you're going to require the men on the wall to push west in order to carve a path for you guys to get to the river, which means you'll be exposing that section of the wall to be retaken. But if you guys kill, the leader of their army, yeah, exactly. Worth is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So you guys send out the order, and your men sally forth.
Yep.
Carving a swath of death, so you guys can charge forward and arrive at the frozen river. And as the four of you, one of you riding the polar bear,
Nice.
charge towards the everlasting one, the multi-headed giant, a look of surprise flashes over its multiple faces. And that simply instills in Agnar that his assumptions seem to have been correct.
God damn
God
it,
damn it,
PR.
PR. You, chat, if you can't read the in-game chat, it was a pun and you get to suffer. All right. All right. I don't think we're going to be late, gang. Did you want me to just not roll for your bear and he's just your vehicle, your mount? Because if he's just your mount, then yeah.
Yeah, unless things get real dire, then he's just gonna be a mount.
You keep saying
Bernhardt
that.
doesn't want him to get hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna have to zoom way the hell out. Oh, that should be
Man,
in frame.
that guy's a looker.
That's
Unfortunately,
yeah.
I don't have any multi-headed giants other than the Etten, but I already used the Etten, so give me that
Hack on
speed
for
initiative.
Since we're talking about the beautiful token,
Oh yes, thank you. For the final time this campaign, maps we're using were made by Gabriel Picard, and our tokens were made by Wider Path Gaming and Oliver Smith. Links, if you'd like to see their work and possibly patronize them, are being posted now, and they're also below the stream.
And the constant shit initiative by yours truly.
There I am.
I can't believe
Oh, I
he
didn't
beat you.
roll my hit dice. Damn.
Jacob,
You
really?
can still do it retroactively. I gave you a short rest. You can benefit from it.
I just didn't think about it because I use them so seldom. So.
Jacob, you know they say it's negative bias where you remember only your bad rolls, but I'm fairly certain at this point it's no longer a bias. I think if you take all my initiatives since the dawn of time, I rarely roll above. Like, I'm not kidding.
Just one more. That's max. I'm really smart. All right, now initiative.
Trying to find a better place for this turn order.
Fuck.
Smack dab in the middle. Yeah, we'll just do that. So you got a bad.
Yeah, I also have something in my eye, so one second.
Okay. Well, Bernhardt will go first. Hi, Blinky. Glad you could join us.
Well, Bernhardt is going to start off by his holy symbol beginning to sparkle as he touches it, ringing a finger that now begins to sparkle as he draws circles around everyone and says, Ota is our greatest strength. So everyone, except for Barry, will have bless.
Okay. We can assume you dismounted before combat, so you don't need to spend the movement. Now that I understand what you're doing, yeah. Say you get off as part of rolling initiative, you know?
Sounds good.
Unless you want to stay on, in which case, you know.
In this case, no. I do want to dismount, but I'm not going to move. So that's
cool.
it for me.
All right, Kulu, you're up. Are you ready? Or you good to go?
Actually, can I just change one thing? I'm
Sure.
going to use my ability to cast that spell as a bonus action and then take the dodge action as my action.
Awesome. Done. Okay. Kulu, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just measuring some things now that I got this stuff out of my eye.
When the player brings out the ruler.
It's my life as a wizard, or not as a wizard, as a sorcerer, as a spellcaster.
I hear you.
I don't have a lot of range other than. Well, that's an option. That's 120 feet. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, but it's not. I should have probably described this better. I mean, obviously it's a frozen part of the river, but the giant himself is standing on what appears like a frozen wave. He's standing atop that. He's not like he's maybe 5 feet off the ground, but he's kind of on a place of prominence on this river. In case anyone's wondering what that shadow is underneath them or what's going on there, that's what it is.
The shape of this map is making it kind of hard. I have to like scroll way out.
Yes, I'm at 70% in order to see everything.
Yeah, I'm at 50%. Okay. So I'm going to move up here and in what I would consider a strange choice. I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. Just hold him still for a while.
+4 wisdom. Means he needs a 12. Yeah, he fucking failed.
Take your time, baby. We can get there.
So he's stupefied. If he takes any damage, it ends, right? And,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. For the next minute or until he takes damage, he's just all of his heads are. Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Oh,
Just remember that he has advantage on those rolls.
Yeah, you're right because this is a charm effect, right?
Mm.
He does actually have advantage because he has more than one head. So
Yeah.
I do get to roll again. He hasn't saved yet, so I do get to roll again though. Here it goes.
He needs 12. God damn it.
Ah.
Why did we have to remember? Okay, that's fine. That was going to be so helpful.
So
but-
the primary head was like, and I was like, ah, ah, ah.
the other
his
head
ear.
shook him awake.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay.
I do like the fact that he sounds like the aliens from Mars Attacks.
Agnar, you're up.
I mean, let's measure super quick. Does it seem like a frozen river is going to be difficult terrain?
It's definitely going to present its own challenges.
You're actually going to slide further like a Mario game.
Well, I like that idea.
It is not difficult terrain, but it is challenging terrain.
You
I'm
know what?
confused.
This is 100%.
Confused.
This
I mean
is
to say,
100%.
walking over
Roadblock.
ice presents its own challenges.
Right. No. This is 100% an Agnar thing to do. That's 60 feet. So I'm gonna take the dash action and run to here. And then for the last 5 feet, I'm gonna jump down and try to Tarzan across the ice.
Oh, you're going to try to like go into a slide.
Yep.
Give me an acrobatics check.
That's a thing that I have that I'm not very good at. Oh, but I want to save. You know what? No, screw it. This is awesome. And it's gonna be awesome. So I'm using my inspiration on it. This is gonna be awesome, he says before clicking roll. It's a 12.
All right. Unfortunately, in order to go into an awesome 6 slide, you needed a 15. But with a 12, you just kind of land and steady yourself and maybe kind of spin back and forth in order to keep your balance. So you don't fall on your ass.
Okay, it was kind of cool. It wasn't exactly awesome, but I'll take kind of cool. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use... Oh, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm done now.
Okay. The Everlasting One is going to reach down and snap off a piece of this frozen wave, throw it up into the air, and then take his great axe in 2 hands and hit it like a baseball towards Agnar.
Roy?
One of those heads is Roy. He has a +11 to hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he
No.
needs a 9. He didn't do it. So the rock flies past Agnar, crashes into the snow behind him. Hakan, you're up.
Okay, well, let's take my first move. So 1, oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How far am I from him? Oh, I would need to dash phone to reach him next turn. Will. So dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna fall on my ass, everybody. Get ready for this. Acrobatic. Not the roll I wanted. Cancel that. Cancel. A 4.
All right, Hakan slips and falls prone. Are you done?
Sadly, yes.
And
Right.
while he did also bruise his tailbone, his ego is far more bruised.
Bernhard, you're up. How much psychic damage is ego bruising? Asking for a friend.
I mean, it all depends on the size of the ego and how much bruising it just took.
Well, he did make the sun come up.
The greatest loss is the loss of Orstans.
So stepping forward, Bernhardt pulls out his crossbow and is going to take a crossbow shot at this giant fellow.
Dude, what the fuck? Bernhardt was like, magic. Give me a second to hit him with my crossbow. And the 2d8 is psychic, right?
Correct.
God damn.
Nice.
So that's a 19 piercing damage and 6 psychic damage, and I fucking can't see his health bar. Okay.
As
Okay.
Bernhardt screams out, and that is there'll be another one. Yeah, there'll be another one to stop this.
All right. Kula, you're up. Which is a new neck.
A lot, unfortunately.
I'm getting pretty sick of mine.
I accidentally edited the wrong spell there. There we go. I'm gonna use my bonus action to spend some sorcery points to regain a spell slot. I'm out of sorcery points now. And I'm going to cast Immolation just with fire on. Well, I need to move a little bit closer still. So let's do that first. Cool. Cool. From here, I can do it. Now we'll cast Immolation.
Can you guys hear what's going on in the other room? The big banging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
16 dex save.
Hey, can you guys close that door? Thank you.
Is it hard to dex save on ice? Asking for me.
Even if it's not, he has a -1 dex.
Oh, so he won't be moved.
Tempted. Because he's on this kind of wave, he's got footrests. But if anyone, including him, steps out onto the flat ice, I will give them disadvantage on dex saves. Regardless, this is just normal attack, so he got a 13, so he's going to take the 29 fire.
And he's going to continue to be on fire.
Poor guy.
I don't feel bad about it.
I'm weirdly okay with it. All right.
I'm fine.
Agnar, you're up.
I'm gonna do that again. We're doing it again.
Okay.
Now that
hang on,
I've
before you move. If you treat ice like difficult terrain, Actually, let me rephrase that. If you move more than half your movement, you have to make an acrobatics check or fall on your butt.
Uh-huh.
So you're 20th feet, you know? So that's what it be.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that before you decided what you're going to do.
Yeah, no, we're doing the same thing again, only now that I'm on the ice, I feel like I've got a better feel for it. So I'm gonna take my 1, 2, 3, make my acrobatics check to not fall on my butt.
Yeah, so it's a 10 to stay up, and then if you get a 15, I'll let you slide an extra 5 feet for free.
Oh, I wanted more than 5.
Okay, we'll get a 20.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that then.
And at 25, you'll get even more. 21. Okay, you get 10 feet of sliding for free.
Okay, so that was 20. Okay. 25, 30.
Nailed it.
Fucking perfect. Time that was like the perfect time for a skill crit. And I mean, like, as I'm sliding in, like, the sword is swinging down on his left ankle.
That's his favorite ankle.
Yeah, well, that's
That's a big, fat miss.
that's a big whiff.
And then you just strike the frozen wave. Kink!
That was I was and I fuck you.
One of the faces looks at you and goes,
That is an 18 to hit
that is a hit.
for 18 slashing because this is a giant, and he needs to make a DC 15 strength save.
Okay, he has a plus 11 strength. Are you pleased now? Because last giant, he didn't have a really high strength save, and you were bummed. So now, plus
I
11.
wasn't bummed.
Plus
I was
11 strength
surprised.
fair. Plus
I
11.
was surprised.
He got a 28.
All right,
He's fine.
I'll allow it. And done.
Okay, his turn. He grips his great axe with both hands, and as a bonus action, he's going to enter into a rage. And now he's going to try to delete Agnar. Once again, plus 11 to hit. He gets 2 attacks with his great axe. Here we go. Swish. That's a 27. That's a hit. So he does so much damage.
Not as much as he thinks.
Well, wait till I roll, because you take 37 slashing damage.
Nope, I'll take 34.
Okay, that's only half, and then he gets to do it again.
Hold on, is his weapon magical?
Is his weapon magical? No.
Okay.
Okay, I assume that's as a payoff later.
Well, I mean, if it was magical, he would actually still take 37.
I would have taken the full 37.
Oh, you didn't sub out the fire. You did fire, right, Alakulu?
I did fire because I didn't have sorcery points to sub out for something else.
Okay. So here's another swing. Oh, only an 18. That's a miss. A conjure up.
Wait, at the end of its turn, it has to repeat the saving throw or take an extra amount of damage. So let me just toss
Yeah, throw it up again, please. Okay, here we go. Come on, 17. 17. 17. That's not it. Okay.
Stupid question.
Stupid answer.
You can still crawl your entire movement, right? On all 4.
I believe you can crawl very few.
Half speed.
Half speed?
Yeah, you move half speed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what I do, whether I stand up or crawl.
Yeah, the game's on to you. It's basically what's
Okay,
happening.
but he can throw shit at me right now. So it might be better if I'm still on the ground. So I'm gonna stay on the ground for now. 1, 2, 3, dash 1, 2.
Well, since you're prone, I'm not gonna make you make an acrobatics check.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to look dumb twice.
So
Double prone.
So instead, you'll Navy SEAL crawl across the ice like it
Yes,
was your
and
plan
I'll
all
look very
along.
stern doing it so that nobody can question the silliness of the whole situation.
That was his plan all along. Bernhardt, you're up.
All right, Bernhardt is going to move up a little. And once he is in range, he is going to do something that people have seen multiple times as he digs his fingers into his throat, saying, "The price of maintaining the order is a costly one. I gladly pay." And we're going to be healing Agnar. This will be at third level.
I know I've seen this before, but I was just reminded. I read Kulu's spell description. Immolation 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That is 42 healing for you.
Plus 42. Oh, that's more than I have. Okay. So I'll just go to full.
At Jeremy Crawford, what the fuck? Send.
Can I use my reaction for something?
You most certainly can.
I would like to do that. Oh, bitch. Guess what's happening?
We're gonna have a really short final session.
That is a third level slot going into that. So that's third is normally 4, so that's 88.
I am sorry, Jakin. Have you ordered a fuck ton of damage?
So that's 30 damage right now, but because he's raging, he's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. So he's only gonna take 15.
I mean, it's technical. Oh, it is. Okay, I was like, it's 31. What are you talking about? Okay,
But
yes.
your math is bad.
My math is bad. But in addition to the 15, he's going to take 32 radiant damage.
Okay, he's wounded.
Which is also halved. So.
Oh
no, it's radiant damage. Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up.
And strength saving throw. 3 or less. 3 or less.
Okay. That's 21.
That wasn't a 3 or less.
Well, one of the numbers was. In fact, both of the numbers were.
Jakin, you have failed this city.
Bum, 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 bum. All right. Does he keep burning, or is it just once?
No, he keeps burning until he saves.
It's the duration.
All right, cool.
Which is a minute.
Cool. So Bernhard, are you done?
Oh yeah, he ended a turn.
As a bonus action, I'm going to turn around and give a thumbs up to Barry.
Okay. You know what? Barry gives you a thumbs up right back.
Oh, what?
Wait, what?
Cool, you're up.
Cool. How's he looking?
Well, he's wounded.
Only wounded?
Yes.
He's also on fire.
I mean, that's fine. You know what's not concentration?
Blight!
It's blight! Hey guys, it's blight. What did that cast? Yeah, it did.
Akon
Cool.
will have missed a very strong fight or fun fight while crawling along the ice.
16 con, 36 necrotic.
Okay, he's got a plus 11 con.
Yeah, I figured.
Big oof.
Okay, so he's going to take 18 necrotic.
18's still good for not concentration.
He is now badly wounded.
Nice.
Are you done?
Yep.
Oh, good. Agnar gets a turn before his.
Let's go, Agnar.
sorry,
Another crit.
Bungie. I mean, there was a 1 in it.
Can I give you fighting spirit?
No.
Yeah, we're just swinging. That's an 18 for 20 damage. And a strength save.
So. No.
Okay. Rolling again. That is 14 for 13 damage if a 14 hits.
You are #blessed.
Oh, I am #blessed. I forgot to put that back in. That is an 18 for 13 damage.
Well, a
And a
14
strength save?
misses.
Yeah?
Strength save.
Does-
Strength save, huh? Ooh, wow, 15.
Wow. All right.
He eked it in there.
All right.
Does he get one last turn before he fucking dies?
Yeah, we're I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done.
He could kill you. Or drop you down to 0 hit points, let's be real. Alright, here we go. He's swinging for the fences. Swing bada bada! That is a 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
I should have fucking Shield of Faith.
Take 27. Slashing damage.
No, I'll take 24.
Okay, that was
Fuck
a
you.
crap roll. That was a crap roll. Okay, here we go. Here's the crit. Swing! There's a hit. And now for the big money. Big money. I deleted it. Big money. The first
You rolled
one.
twice, that's cheating,
the
that's
first one.
21.
So 21 damage.
So 18?
Yes.
Okay.
That it is not even legal to drink.
Agnar is now wounded.
Does he end his turn?
Yeah, he ends his turn. Alright, come on. 17. No, that's not a 17.
13 fire damage.
Did you know that he regenerates unless he takes fire damage? Chacon, you're up.
Hey guys, check out that spell description.
Hey, did you know that I'm coming up? 1, 2, and I stand up for the rest for half my movement. Hey,
Oh.
Jake,
That's me.
are you ready?
I'm ready. My body is ready.
24 for the one becomes a
So 14.
yeah.
Okay, he's near death.
Oh, that's a 12.
That's a 15 actually,
Oh, 15, yep.
which is a hit.
Oh, well, that's a 12 damage.
He's still alive.
Yeah, not for long. There's still more 3 turns.
Yeah.
All right, Bernard, you're up, bud.
Come on, finish that with a crit crossbow.
Don't do this to me.
Unfortunately, we will be digging into his own flesh again as he sends more healing energy towards Agnar.
Yeah, let's let Agnar finish him off. It's the one thing he wants to do today.
This is what I was built for.
So that's 38 healing for you. And if you want, you could use your reaction to make an attack.
You know,
What?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. And 25 for 18 damage.
Okay, you can describe how you kill him now.
Well, I mean, I've been hacking away fervently at that left ankle. But for this last one, I got real irritated at that one face that Nelsoned me. And I'm just gonna like spring up on this rock and just right in its friggin' eye.
Okay. And somehow that kills it. Cool.
That was the one with the brain.
Yeah. It's the one brain they all share.
Yeah, they each had a brain cell.
Yep.
And they get cloned into twins. Yeah, he's dead. Congratulations. I'm sorry, I'm already prepping the next fight.
Hakon turns to Agnar. It's weird how the ice was the most dangerous thing about this.
All right,
Yeah.
you don't need to do that.
You know, well, I mean, not to speak poorly of the dead, but that was just this guy was just stupid to begin with. Like, what, he was just standing out here, like he was waiting for us. But that would be dumb, because if you're standing out here waiting for us, we're gonna come out and kill you. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm not quite sure. I need to
He
think
might
on
not have
this one.
expected
Yeah,
us.
I
at the-
sure hope nothing happened at the city while we were away.
Oh no.
I wonder what could have happened. Uh-oh.
Well, we can trust me. We can drag things out if you want.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of time for us to fuck everything up.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Alright.
can we like rest maybe? That would be...
You guys are able to make it back to the Heartswood Burrow. However, because you had to break the defenses on the wall, the enemy is once again pushing into the Heartswood Burrow, and starting to look pretty rough. This is the first time in the siege there's been heavy street fighting, and you guys are giving ground, not holding ground in the Heartswood Burrow. Kabian is coordinating it to his best efforts. You got the Mocked there. You got one cohort and this added legion from the Arkwood Burrow. So, literal thousands of men and women fighting in the Heartswood Burrow for their lives. And it doesn't seem to be going well. And just when you guys thought the news couldn't get worse, it gets worse.
It doesn't. It gets much better.
Yeah, and it's fine, and everything's fine, and it doesn't get worse.
The
When Scotty
walls,
surrender.
the walls
and
of
we're
the
all
dock ward fall, and Endfrost begins to pour through.
No! It was the one enforceable place. Come on.
Despite the fact that you guys committed a large amount of forces to the dock ward and the market, the surge of enemy funneling through the buildings is too great, and also the winding paths of the dock wards, the enemy keeps cutting people off, and eventually, first Orbrist Drag, who's leading the cohorts in that region, realizes...
Isn't that the thick boy?
That's the thick boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Commander
Realizes...
Thick Thighs.
He realizes that if they hold the dock ward, they risk getting cut off as the enemy's pushing through the Heartswood Burrow, and they're having a tough time maintaining their lines. So he makes a decision to pull the forces back behind the bridges.
Makes sense. Burn the bridges.
Well, the bridges
Well,
are
I
made
think
of
that was
stone.
our plan. We left the garrison there to destroy the bridges of the dock ward.
Well, the bridges are made of stone. So did you guys give them
Or
the
hold
means?
them.
Yes, you guys have lots of troops in that area, so
Yeah.
the Legion forms a phalanx on either bridge, and they hold the line. However,
Would
they
thunder damage destroy bridges?
enough of it, sure. Any kind of damage, except poison and psychic. Poison and psychic would not
Yeah.
destroy a bridge.
Did
I mean,
we-
we have a pretty big bomb.
Yeah.
We still have bomb stuff.
The bomb from the Red Mother.
Yeah.
Well, that would blow up one bridge for sure.
Let's do it.
You don't even
I
have to
can
bring
go-
it that far. You just have to roll it out.
I can
Yeah.
go to one bridge, and the bomb can go to the other.
Or we blow up the one bridge to force them into the other one where we can much more easily defend it.
I mean, I was just thinking that they don't tend to use a lot of long range weapons. So
Well, actually, now that the giants are attacking,
now that the giants are here, yeah,
they're
that's
basically like walking catapults, ripping off
Yeah.
chunks of buildings and hurling them into your lines.
rude.
Yeah, it's
Dicks.
super rude.
I'm fully behind destroying at least one of the bridges.
However, Akon will suggest that we place the bomb, and then we let them cross the bridge and blow it. So we deal some army damage as well at the same time, because they're gonna blow up with.
What you guys can do is you can put the bomb in place, and then you can decide what to do with it after.
Yeah.
Who's doing one of these?
I believe it's PR.
Sorry, PR, we can hear that. I know you. I know you probably wanted to be muted.
I don't think it was me because you guys couldn't hear me.
Oh,
Interesting. So somebody was tippy tapping with her finger, but it's fine. It's gone now.
I'm okay.
Sorry, that
I'm
was
okay with blaming
Probably
Vegas.
me.
No, it's okay. I will blame Vegas.
Yeah, I'll blame
Okay.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's me, but we'll blame Vegas.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You can take it. He's a big boy.
I type on my phone like this.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah.
But I still blame
And also, he's muted. So. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so we
We've
will
solved
set
the
up
issue
bomb.
of the thundering. She was doing thunder damage IRL.
I've never been quiet in my life.
I believe you. All right, so you guys are going to plant the bomb. Which bridge, north or south? Let's go ahead and pull the audience into the for funsies.
I say we'll plan it on south.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Blow
think
up
there's
the
a
North
right or
Bridge.
wrong decision here.
What was that?
Blow-
Pierre?
blow-
What, PR?
Blow up the North Bridge so that they're not pouring into the Iron Hall.
There's that, but it's also there's a lot more. It's a lot easier to break away on the south side than the north side because we'd have to go around the Iron Hall. Whereas on the south side, you can go down towards Trekkie Road. You can go down the main road
Oh,
towards
yeah.
Copper Slope.
Fair,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yep.
North Bridge.
All right, so
Yep,
you guys
blow the
rigged the
north.
north bridge. Do you just want to blow it?
Just blow it.
Okay. You have the cohort pull back. The enemy kind of filters through with a handful of expendable snow goblins, but you detonate the bridge and you sink a couple dozen to the depths that weren't immediately killed by the blast. So the northern bridge has a big hole in it. It starts to crumble and eventually it just kind of collapses in on its own weight, lacking the support it had prior to the blast. Now Suderhoffen only has one bridge.
Hey, we can rebuild after. It's
Yeah, we
fine.
can rebuild that later. No worries.
All right, so everything west of the river has fallen to the enemy. And at this point, fighting is going on at the Iron Hall. That's how far they've pushed into the Heartswood Burrow. Fortunately, the battle over Copper Slope, the enemy wasn't able to gain as much ground as they were expecting because they're still dealing with the trees. And now that Drag pulled back all those forces you guys had in the Drakh Ward, and he doesn't need all those forces to hold a single bridge, he sends several thousand men to go aid the eastern wall in order to hold that flank. And it's only a matter of time before the enemy either dies upon your wall or retreats on the eastern side. So luckily, you've been able to contain it so that the battle is focused primarily on the west. However, Modisbond is still being sieged from the north. As you guys are coordinating messengers and trying to figure out how best to move next, suddenly something good happens. A swell of longships in the south. Agnar, you rush up to the piers and you look out, and even though you were never in line to, well, be the Jarl, much less the king, you were well educated in the coloring of the lords throughout the country, and it is an unexpected ally, but a welcome one, to be sure. It is the Jarls of the Isles.
Oh, hell yes.
So, real quick, just to jog everyone's memory, because we've only interacted with them once, and that was at the beginning of the campaign. Yeah, the Isles. So, every island to the south of the mainland is one domain, ruled by a Jarl. So, I should have said the Thanes. And each island is ruled by one or more Thanes, and they have the largest combined fleet of any one lord because they control the waters. And they have amassed in strength to aid Suderhoffen in your time of need. Inspired by this wave of reinforcements, you guys hear fierce cries in Elvish as the Delmarais turn their ship towards the piers and draw swords and knock arrows. And together, the men of the Isles and the Delmaray flood into the dock wards and market, taking the enemy completely by surprise, and reclaim that entire section before nightfall.
I believe that is 100% worthy of the dab.
And by nightfall, the assault on the east has been broken, which means the entire battle is focused on holding Modisbond and retaking the Heartswood Burrow. Unfortunately, because the enemy attacked so vigorously with so many numbers, even as night begins to fall, there's still street fighting going on in Heartswood Burrow, and giants still paw at the walls of Modisbond Castle, inching ever closer to breaking its sturdy stone building. You guys can take a long rest if you guys in character think that's what you need to do. There's obviously going to be areas of safety that you can. Or you can take a short rest and try to keep your thumb on the pulse of the battle.
We need the long rest.
Your
but-
spellcasters probably need it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any sorcery points left.
So yeah, we need the long rest, but at the same time, we need to stay on top of things. I think now, more than any time else over the past little bit that Agnar can recall, is probably the best time for him to reach out for guidance. And he's going to go ahead and he was hoping to save this for the battle with Scothy, but he's going to go ahead and pick his beard up into his face and whisper into the chunk of obsidian that he has braided into his beard. Calder, we need you. I need guidance. Please help us.
Well, unfortunately, that doesn't do what you think it does, and this interlude may be pointless. You were brought into a black nothingness,
This is so good.
and you are not alone. Now I have to scroll
mean,
up on my notes.
I'm never alone. Calder
right.
is always with me.
Right. Behind you is what appears to be a cloak with a pair of eyes staring out from underneath the cowl. This cloak is jet black, blending in with the blackness around you. And then you see the whites of teeth as a sly smile grows on the face of this figure. He says, "Why? What can the Lord of Shadows do for you?"
I think I might have gotten the wrong number.
You brought me here.
What can the Lord of Shadows do for me? That's a great question, and
Ask
one
not what the Lord of Shadows can do.
for
you.
one for which I definitely have a well thought out and soon to be very eloquently described answer for. Tell me, Lord of Shadows, do you have any love for Scothy?
I thought the smell of the north and the musk of battle was upon you.
It's invigorating.
I am less interested in the other Akfei, more interested in what I can get. I will gladly help you against anyone in Scothy, if that's what she calls herself these days, included, as long as the price is right. Perhaps we could come to an arrangement.
That's right.
Well, before I go promising anything, what precisely do you have in mind? What can you do?
What do you need? I'd hate to under or oversell my abilities.
I mean, Scothy dead would be top of my list.
Well, I can give you something for free. Okfei, do not die. But you can free her and her influence from your realm for a time by defeating her when she manifests in your world.
Okay, so that's already part of the plan.
Excellent. So what can I do for you to get her out? Well, no doubt she's scrying on this battle and paying close attention to ebb and flow, and I, being the Lord of Shadows, prevent her from doing that. Prevent anyone from viewing the battle from afar.
Leaving her no choice but to check on the situation personally.
Precisely.
What's that going to cost me?
Well, promises, of course. We Fae love to deal in promises. I would like assurances that I will be able to have a presence with the victor. You, in this instance. I would like for you to inscribe my sigil into your thing. Capital T, thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, otherwise this conversation takes a completely awkward direction.
Yeah,
Not that I'm opposed to.
It wasn't
but
awkward
thank-
before.
The
Thank
thing
you for
move.
clarifying.
Yeah, capital T.
What precisely does that accomplish?
No, this sigil would be a direct line of me to your place of gathering.
And that benefits you, ellipsis.
I'm the Lord of Shadows. I trade in information. Secrets.
You like to watch.
Yes. And being on your thing would be the perfect place to watch. As the entire party folds into laughter. I'm just leading
You
into
guys
it now.
tried so hard.
How about
Don't get too excited.
a counteroffer?
I'm interested.
Our dealings with your folk haven't been precisely pleasant.
No, lots of death. Yeah. Mostly on
Right.
our side, which is fascinating.
Well, and I don't necessarily want that to continue on either side.
Well, as I said
So-
before, I really don't care.
As a counteroffer,
Mm-hmm.
a friendship,
Ah, you see, perhaps I should
and-
finish what I want before you adjust the terms, because in addition to this thing inscription, I was going to request a down payment. I would like someone in your, well, I guess in your, whoever's present, whoever's nearby, really. I
You're
would like
cutting out.
someone. Oh yeah, I'm speaking very softly to this voice. Hang on. I would like someone to be my willing confidant, my eyes and ears in your city.
a spy.
If we are to forego with subtlety, I would like an informant, yes. Perhaps nothing
Well, that's-
so insidious as a spy, but
I apologize. I didn't intend that to come across as negative connotation. I'm just calling a spy a spy.
right. This would be, again, a down payment to ensure that the thing inscription was made, or whatever we agree upon further.
Okay, that's I can work that into my counteroffer, actually,
Excellent.
or
Please continue.
a similar consideration, a friendship between you and the kingdom of Bjornmars. A friendship that would go so far as to include assistance as would be necessary in your bid to take over Scothy's holdings while she is indisposed by her temporary death.
I'm afraid if you had made that offer to perhaps one of the court, they might be more inclined, but I'm quite content with my position among the Fae, and I have no grandiose plans to rob her of any of her power, and therefore I
Okay.
don't feel the need for a mortal ally. I'm very interested in you and your band who have managed to kill a king, free another king, and are well on your way to killing a queen. I just would like updates on your whereabouts and your going-ons. It might, if you win this battle, information on the four of you will be a prime commodity among my circles.
Okay. Here's the reason I offer what I did. I don't want her coming back to power. I don't want her being resentful, harboring a grudge, and coming for us again. I need someone else to fill that vacuum, a friend. So, no need for dramatic size.
Oh, but sir, it is my charm.
Well, you're overly charming. You don't want her throne.
Not in the least. Having a throne of her capacity is so much work.
But your support behind another Archfey that would take it.
No. Oh, I was hoping a mortal with your rap sheet would have a more nuanced understanding of our ways, but no, I don't make alliances. I am the one who watches.
Okay. Understood. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I brought my shovel. I'm digging it. So, you get an in to our Thangmoot and information.
And an informant, yes.
And an informant. I get the same.
Well, in that case, we're changing the original terms of the agreement. I believe these are two equal items, so instead of masking the battle from Scothy, I shall allow a quickling to answer directly to you. And he will keep his ears in the court of the Fae. That way, if Scothy ever gets uppity, you'll know about it far ahead of time. But that will change the original terms of our bargain.
Right. But the bargain would go into effect immediately.
Well, yes, I suppose it would. Would you like eyes on Scotty as she's on our side of the ethereal border?
Yes.
Well, then it sounds like we've come to an arrangement.
For the time being, yes.
Bring me my spy, and we shall seal the deal.
I'll be back.
Excellent. I look forward to it. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, hey, before we go, Lord of Shadows, like the darkness. So asking for a friend. Are you familiar with the shadows underneath? What was the word he used? The Underdark.
The Underdark. That's in the mortal realm, yes?
Sure. I don't know.
Yes, I have information there. I have eyes and ears throughout your underground, your Underdark. Yes, I do.
I might have to press a little bit for some information on how to get there for a friend.
Well, I think I'm all out of freebies.
Cool. I'll be back.
Looking forward to it. Alright, then you will yourself back into consciousness, really.
Yeah. Okay, so that did not go anywhere near as what I intended at all. That wasn't Calder at all.
So what happened? And are we taking a short rest or a long rest?
I need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you too.
Coffee in this existence.
Okay, so just briefly, that was as Bernhardt was able to speak with the Lord of
Roots and Soil.
Roots and
King of
Soil,
Roots and Soil.
the King of Roots and Soils. I went to go speak to the Lord of Shadows, another Archfey.
Oh yeah, and the other guy that was apparently willing to help us.
Yeah, he's still willing to help us, but he's not willing to get directly involved because he's a bit of a voyeur instead of a doer or doer. I don't know how that works.
Well,
anyway,
sure.
Akulu, do I have the thing for you?
Because you guys did this late, it can't be one of the party.
Akulu, do I have the thing for a friend of yours?
Oh, darn it, we can't have it be Hackon. Oh, wait, Jakin can't see the messages we've been sending in the Discord. we were discussing in the Discord that we could make it Hackon, and then if the Lord of Shadows still wanted an informant in 11 months, he'd have to kill the witch.
That would have been great before you were 10th level.
Yeah.
There's metaphysical reasons you guys can't do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose we could, but it would be a bitch because you'd have to undo a level and then gain a level of something else.
So you're
Hey, what about that dwarf guy?
Salt.
Salt
is for what we're looking for. I need someone that I don't already definitely want on my side. I need someone that has similar experience to Salt, but less of an attachment to, well, for lack of a better term, morality.
Salt doesn't give me the vibe that he's loyal, but he's not that moral.
Hey guys, could it be Tian?
That would be something.
No, because
could it be Tian?
Bring me Tian.
No, you're thinking along the right track, though.
So I guess we're thinking Barry.
I mean, closer in size, yes.
Wait, you want him to be big?
No, bigger than Tiad.
I just think Tiad would be great. He watches everything.
No, the Lord of Shadows is expressly asking for an informant, a spy. But I want it to be someone that I know that we can work with.
I'm not going to suggest this in character, but Raylath is still alive.
I was about to say, so someone who's worked with the party before, but has perhaps a distance put between them.
But Akulu's not super hip on it because Rail's not a spy.
But one of your old buddies, that apparently everyone already thought was a spy. I can't remember the guy's name.
You guys,
the Dragonborn.
you guys
He
Really?
was
hear-
he was
you guys-
ridiculously handsome.
you guys are in a
super
building,
intelligent.
and a multi-story building, and you hear the creaking of someone coming down the stairs.
Hi.
Hey, I'm doing a scene, girl. You're ruining it with your cuteness.
No, she's the one who came down the stairs.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
she's gonna be the spy.
Yep.
Hi.
We pick her. Can we pick your
Bye-bye.
daughter as the spy?
She's always spying.
She gains a level.
She gains a level. Yeah, the floorboards creak, and we hear someone coming down the stairs, and we hear, "If I had earlobes, they'd be burning."
Yeah. Yes. That. Oh wait. Hold on. Just kind of.
I'd still rather it be Tia.
I've got something for you, but I need your assurances. I'm sure you heard everything we're talking about.
Yes. I think it would be perfect full circle for the character to do this.
I
Well,
don't
it would
understand
be
the
if
metaphor.
you were still alive and not some sort of weird.
Well, if I am to be an agent for a Archfey, perhaps a sliver of distrust between the two of us is warranted.
See.
Agnar, don't support this guy. Really?
I mean, just look at how handsome he is.
Don,
And charming.
you yourself are also.
We'll talk later.
I don't ship this at all.
I'm having a triangle ship with Tiad as well, so
Agnar likes scales. What can we say?
Freaking scaly.
He's got a type.
I want to wrap this scene up so we can go to break. So you guys don't have to pick Rayla. You guys can go for someone else.
No, it like makes a lot of sense. The only other person I could think of is Salt and Tion.
yeah, it would be Salt or Relat. I can't think of anyone else that would make sense.
Open discussion here. I'm obviously pro Raylath for this because I'm biased.
No, it makes sense. He has experience as a spy. He has certain loyalties, but
Any
and honestly, we can't underbid the Lord of Shadows. He probably already knows the people that would make a good informant for him. So if we try to underbid him, he's gonna be like, "Haha, nice."
Here is 5-year-old Gracie. She wants to be your spy.
Look, 5-year-olds would be excellent spies because they'll tell you everything they hear,
Yeah, but
whether you want them to or not.
but the information flows both ways, so they wouldn't be all that good.
Well, you don't have to give your spies info.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
any objections?
it makes sense. Just means he's gonna be around a lot more.
Well, I mean, is Guru? He's kind of got commitments elsewhere.
He's gonna have a trouble tracking us because he's gonna have to track me in the north, her in the west.
No, you in the north.
Yeah, in the north. Agnar might not stick around. He might abdicate the king and do something else.
Yeah, the king
and
might bail. Who knows?
We don't know. I don't know Agnar's. Well, I know
All right, guys.
out of character what is.
All in favor.
Yes, real out. All in favor.
No objections.
No objections is probably more accurate.
All right. So you hand the piece of obsidian to Raylath, and he finishes the deal. And,
No. Agnar's present for it to make sure he doesn't fuck us over in the process.
all right, you're present there, and he doesn't fuck you over in the process.
Okay.
And then on that, we're going to go to break. We're going to take a 15-minute. We're going to come back roughly 20 after if we are really good on time. And we've got another hour, 40 minutes of Die Roll Endfrost, the finale. Stick around. Well, if that wasn't cue enough, we're back. It's the loud noises stream.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Oh, God, no. Sitting over here nursing a headache, and they're like, quick, everybody, do Kylo voice. Ah. At least the audience knows that we suffer as they do. Not on your life, Blinky, but yes, just that.
Roll perception.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
All right. So Raylath has become an agent of the Lord of Shadows.
He's become a spy for the first time in his life.
For the first time. And you guys are taking a long rest?
Yeah. I would like to have expressed to Rayleth the importance of actually getting information out of this Lord of Shadows in regards to Scothy's movements and the Underdark.
Okay.
I haven't said anything to Bernie about that yet, though.
Okay. Your words are marked.
And personally, seeing as Hakon would need a long rest, I was almost tempted to have Hakon supervise from a distance the battle. Like, not partake, because that would be splitting the party. It would be not only stupid, but risky. But, like, take a short, medium rest. Just get enough sleep in so I'm not exhausted, and then continue helping out as much as I can from a distance.
Okay. So are you doing that, or are you just telling us what you're not doing?
Well, if the party agrees with that, that would be something Hakon would.
Okay. If you just want to benefit from a short rest, you can do that.
Throat punch.
Why?
You remember how you said you wanted to go down fighting?
Yes.
This is how
Get
it
some
happens.
sleep, or you're about to go down fighting.
Maybe he wants that. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
I don't think one
Well,
line
you
is
might
going to
get
change
that.
anything. It's a long.
Famous last words.
I know, right?
All right. You guys retire to various domiciles throughout the city because you don't really want to sleep in Modisbon right now. That would not be restful. So while you guys three of you are indisposed, we show Hakan organizing the Mocked and other troops that are going to follow his lead. He's one of the major war leaders of this, this gathering.
Yeah.
He's meeting with Sino and Birthday to trade strategies, as well as the Jarl of the Isles, whose name I don't want to look up right now, but he definitely has a name, and we met him once.
And Commander Thickthighs.
And Commander Thickthighs, which is not his real name, and I disavow. But
And yet still,
hey, party. The players are number one. They're number one. So if he's Commander Thickthighs, then I'll call him Commander Thickthighs. Just it's not his name. Yeah, and so now we cut to Modisbond. The outer wall of Modisbond has basically been breached, and there's now fighting going on in the gap between the keep and the outer wall as your troops kind of fall back to the keep, which means they're going to be cut off from reinforcement because the gap between the gate and the keep will be filled with enemy soldiers. And as everyone's starting to filter through the one gate that leads into the keep, which, for strategic reasons is intelligent, standing there, watching, thinking, is Ilva. And she sees a pair of frost giants cleaving through her men, and as she's watching, she reaches up, pulls her helmet off, throws it to the ground, She hefts up her shield and her spear, and she starts running towards the giants, picking up speed, picking up speed, picking up speed. And in a moment, the two frost giants split from each other to fight different targets. She rushes at one of them. She lunges forward, and she stabs him right through the calf, and then throws her weight into the leg, toppling him over. Once it hits the ground, he tries to bat at her with a hand, and she blocks it with the shield and pulls the spear out of the calf, rushes forward, leaps into the air, and drives the spear straight into his eye. And as the frost giant breathes his last, she pulls the spear out, only to miss the second giant. Before she can turn around, a huge axe cleaves right through her chainmail, and it buries itself all the way through her chest, lodging itself kind of halfway through her. She looks at it, unable to breathe, and with a grunt, the frost giant hefts the blade out of her. And as soon as the steel leaves her flesh, it starts to close back up. Until the only thing left injured is her armor and the clothing underneath. And as she turns, she kind of whispers to herself, "So it did work." And she cracks her neck and looks up at the giant.
I just love that canonically she hasn't been hit in this past 2 years.
She's a really good fighter. And the giant looks down at her and looks the blood-covered axe and back at her. And then, without a word, she dives at him. Okay, Restream bot, thanks. I don't know if everyone else can see that, but we've got 1,000 messages today through Restream chat. This is dope. Thank you, guys. We kind of cut to first light. It's dawn. The sky is turning purple as the sun starts its rise. And we see Ylva standing in front of closed gates. A sea of enemies dead before her. She's looking around as if, to say, who's next? But there's no one around. So finally she turns around and says, "Open it up!" And they crack the gate for her, and she re-enters the keep. And as she walks past everyone, their faces are filled with amazement, perhaps even fear, as she walks past them, as they all had witnessed her taken several mortal wounds in rapid succession, and there's not one scratch on her. And then as she makes her way, she finds one of the Huskarls, and she says, "How are we looking?" And just as the Huskarl opens his mouth to respond, there's a huge, thunderous boom that shakes the foundation of the castle. She rushes out with her Huskarls and looks to the eastern wall, and there, the entire wall has been blown apart, and the sides of the walls are covered in ice that seems to continue to grow like grass, streaming out across the entire castle, and standing in the rubble is a single figure. A woman in a blue dress. Attached to her dress behind her is this circular icicle, almost like a snowflake with the middle carved out. And she walks forward confidently. It's the Ice Queen, Scotty. A formation of Huskarls lines up before her and charge, and she reaches back and grabs that hoop and hoists it up and throws it. And it acts like a chakram, tearing through the Huskarls before whipping back into her hand. And she starts to make short work of every Huskarl that approaches her, while her troops pour in from behind her, and Ylva charges. And then we cut to you guys. Just as a Huskarl is arriving to inform you that the inner keep has just been broken, and there have been sightings of the Ice Queen Scothy.
You mean the warrior princess Scothy?
Perhaps, yeah. But she's in like a flowing gown, so the warrior queen.
Someone needs to rewatch that because she often fought in a dress.
You're right. I do need to rewatch Xena.
That is an accurate statement for everyone on the planet.
Yo, I remember the 90s. Good times.
No matter how recently they've watched Cena.
You need to rewatch Xena.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if we know where she is, it's time to go. There's no.
Yeah,
As the Huskar leads you towards Modi's Bond, he just starts kind of telling you guys with a hint of disbelief about some of the things he's seen with his own eyes that your niece has been doing. Describing to you how every weapon that struck her tore her armor to shreds until she didn't have any chainmail left. And she's completely unharmed.
I mean, I kind of understand now why she would be the one that is feared. But I also don't understand how the death of the one that is feared could have been accomplished if you can't kill her. I don't even know. I just
Remember the flash.
Well, he didn't see the
Agnar
flashback
doesn't
in character.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
However, as you
I
guys
am beaming with pride, though.
As you guys are
That's
approaching
my
the battle at the outer gate into Modi's Bond, because now the grounds of the Modi's Bond are controlled by the enemy, so you're gonna have to fight your way through. We cut once again, not to a flashback or anything like that, just a different part of the city. There is a townhouse in the Bridge District, heavily guarded for as many Huskars as you could spare, so maybe 3 or 4. And inside is Sigrun and a few other of the older women who are unwilling or unable to fight. And there is a sound of commotion and cries of death coming from the Huskarls. And a pair of ice maidens, like ghosts, work their way through all the people inside until they reach Sigrun. And Sigrun draws a small dagger. And she spits and says, "If you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna take one of you with me." And she lunges at one of the ice maidens and stabs her in right above the collarbone. And then she pulls it back, and then she's about to go for another stab when the other ice maiden grabs her wrist, and when she does, her whole arm down to the elbow freezes in place. Ice forms all around it, and it locks the blade where it is. And the other ice maiden smiles and says, "Just what we needed," and severs it. With Sigrun's severed arm, the dagger still frozen in place, they burst into snow and ooze out of the windows as Sigrun falls holding what's left of her arm as blood just flows freely from the stump, and her eyes flutter and she falls over. All right.
Nope. Just no.
Just no? Just no to
No.
me, or
Yeah, no. That's not what happened.
no? I just described it though. But wait, there's more. As the four of
No.
you join the assault to relieve the inner keep of the Modi's Bond Castle, you guys fight your way to the second gate, and you start making your way over to the breach. And the camera kind of crane swoops through you guys as you guys are fighting in this narrow gap, past you into the breach, where we see, Huskarls fighting snow goblins and giants coming in, and ballista being fired by Obsidian Legion. My brain was like Obsidian Legion. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. It's got to be Iron Legion. I'm like, no wait, that's from a different thing. I'm sure. That sounds really common. So does Obsidian Legion, but whatever. We're going with it. Anything Legion has been done. Let's just put it there. In the middle of this melee and carnage are Alva and Scothy in a duel. Chakram versus spear and shield. And it is very obvious that the Ice Queen is the superior fighter. But no matter how many blows she lands with her Chakram, spinning its sharpened crystalline blade. Nothing is phasing Alva. And eventually, Alva starts to gain the upper hand, thrusting and maneuvering herself, pushing the Ice Queen back into friendly battle lines. And just when it looks like Alva is going to strike a serious blow into Ice Queen, who has several wounds about her exposed arms, suddenly 2 clouds of snow descend beside the Ice Queen. One of them springs forth as an Ice Maiden and attacks Alva, drawing her attention away, and the other one simply materializes and throws the frozen arm to Scathy, who reaches out and grabs it, and with one motion, she swings it like a club and punctures Alva in the back, right through her lung. And Alva stops for a moment, but she doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the wound because she's been getting cut up all night. And as the blade gets pulled from her, she goes, "Ugh!" And it doesn't heal. And she reaches back and she sees the blood, and then she looks up and kills the Ice Maiden with her spear before falling to one knee. And she says, "How?" And Scotty starts to walk around her so that they're facing each other. And she says, "Only your blood." She holds up the arm. "Only your blood." And then she leans down until her head is next to Alva's and says, "I was the woman in the ice." And Alva slouches down, shock on her face, and she looks over and she sees the 4 of you. And
Quick, Bernie.
Scothy turns and sees you as well, and she reaches out, and the remaining Ice Maiden bursts into snow, and that snow is absorbed into Scothy, healing her wounds. And she goes, "Fine. Let's finish it." Alright, Alva is bleeding out, but you guys can still save her.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. For bleeding out, at the end of every round, I'm going to roll a death save. She's going to be treated like a player character. However, if she rolls a 10 or higher, she does not gain a point of stabilization. She only gets that if she rolls a natural 20. That just means she doesn't degrade. If she somehow gets 3 natural 20s before failing 3 times, she will stabilize on her own. Otherwise, if she fails 3 times, she will bleed out. Now, Bernhardt is a 9th level cleric, so he might be able to do something about that, even if she bleeds out. Also, he's got super duper healing magic. So.
No, if she dies, well, that's it. He can't bring anyone back.
Oh, wow. I rolled well for the Snow Queen.
I can get you over there.
Wow. The turn order. I don't have to rearrange it. That's weird.
Agnar, are we doing this thing? Got it.
Cue the boss music. Turn 1 for the Snow Queen.
I was muted for that whole thing.
Yeah, don't do that, dummy.
I just gave you Final Fantasy boss music.
Ah, well, you failed me. She reaches out and she casts Cone of Cold, hitting all of you.
Con save?
I believe so, yeah.
Hakan and Bernie get the +2.
It's con save, yep.
Fuck!
So I got 11. Jesus Christ, that's a 1, and a 2, and a 6. Man, we're not rolling high.
We're all really
So everyone
struggling with
fails?
Start of the round. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't expect that.
Bad
Use-
dice.
use your
Bad
damage.
dice.
Yeah, bad dice.
You all take 30 cold damage.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
I'll reaction stone endurance out of it. Frick,
Agnar,
where is
you
it?
just have to get to me.
Minus 16, please, not minus 165, because that'd be pretty dead.
On a scale from 1 to fairly dead. That probably would hit your bear too, but I don't think Scotty registered the bear as an enemy, so she'll just angle it away. Because technically, right at this point, he's a non-combatant, but there's always the option Bernhardt throws him into the fray. We'll just move on by. Agnar, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. And then from there,
You
gonna
prepare something.
I'm gonna ready an action to lay on hands.
Ready array on hands. Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use 2 legendary actions.
Oh.
She
Oh.
she reaches back and she pulls her cloak off and she hurls it, and as she does, it expands into a 30-foot radius, and she uses her snowfall mantle. So let me get a token real quick.
Y'all, this is it.
Well, you get out of it, you can just TP. It's gonna be fun for me.
What do I need here? X. That's it. Alright, so this area is now covered in deep snow, so it's going to be difficult terrain. That's not the right. Can't really see my squares here. 5, 6, 7. Needs to be
12 if it's a 30-foot radius.
gonna be right there. All right, everyone, that's all of you, who is affected in this area needs to make a strength save.
Everybody but Bernie gets a +2.
That's 13.
Before you announce anything.
Are we blessed?
No. It's.
Oh,
I
we're
just
not
keep
still
it on.
blessed. Okay.
So it's the 14, but before you say anything, Jacob, let me read something quickly before you.
Okay.
I tried to go read Indomitable. Do I need to declare it before you say
I think
beginning
it's
of the?
kill.
Yeah, that you failed. Okay, so you can say it and then I can declare. You're good.
Okay.
So 14 for me.
Is that everybody? 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21. Okay, Agnar is going to be the only one who succeeds.
Well, I'm
Okay.
+2, so it's 13.
But
But
the DC is 17.
And I'm gonna reroll using Indomitable.
it's kind of funny for you to use
Okay.
So
that
17.
You got it.
ability.
All right, Kulu and Bernhardt,
a
you are
snowstorm.
restrained by the snowfall mantle. I believe just means your speed is reduced to 0.
That's fine. I'm going to teleport.
Right. And then it's Bernhardt's turn. Double check my additions here.
God, I was really hoping it didn't do damage.
It didn't do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on dex saves.
Oh shit, Hakon's in my
Bernhardt?
way.
Why am I in your way?
I'm seeing being restrained really fucked me, so I'm just seeing if there's anything I can do.
Gotcha.
Do we get to take the save?
I will let you know when it ends. It's not going to take long. Basically, at the start of her turn, you guys are unrestrained.
Like, I was wondering if his bear could just kind of pull him out.
All right. So Bernhardt is going to, seeing as he's like covered in snow, he kind of like barely reaches his own throat before digging his nails into it, as he, he says, "The price of maintaining the Ota is a costly one. I gladly pay." And Akulu is going to get some healing. So that's 22 points.
You just doubled her hit points.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Kula, you're up.
Cool. You know what we're doing? We're I'm really sorry, Hakon. I'm gonna burn a sorcery point so that he only takes half damage.
Yeah, I learned my lesson not to say.
It's you, Jakin.
Viewers, I apologize. I think something happened on New Guy's mic.
Oh. Anyway, sorcery point not to hurt New Guy.
Okay.
Oh gosh, where's my thunderstep? There it is.
Well, to hurt him less.
It makes him succeed. Yeah.
He succeeds. That's all I can do with that one. This fool was standing too close and rolled a 1. I'm gonna teleport to right here. Oh, still on to right here so that Agnar is right stage like south of Alva.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and pop that spell up so he'll take half damage. Oh, nice.
All right.
The only time I'm happy about that.
Yes, you're no longer whatever that was. Take 3 thunder.
Take 3 thunder?
Yep.
Cool, and I don't have any bonus action cantrips.
All right, is it reaction time for Agnar?
It's reaction time. I'm gonna drop. Oh, I have 50 of these. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna give her half. She's getting 25 hit points.
Okay. She is no longer dying.
Just thinking about how 25 would be half my hit bar.
I'm doing mental math about how much HP Bernhardt lost, and he's just a little bit below me. It makes me sad.
Kula, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. As you step in the way, the Snow Queen turns to you, and she's going to use her last legendary action to hurl her ice chakram at you.
Okay.
She has a +9 to hit, and you have a 16 AC.
Unless I use shield.
Unless you use shield. 21?
If I use shield, I think that puts me at 21. Does that mean I would
You would be hit.
defend? I would be hit?
Yep. It's meat or beat. Yeah, it's meat or beat.
Okay, then I'm not going to pop up a shield.
Wise. Okay. You are going to take 13 piercing damage, followed by... Oh, I did not go for that. 11 cold. And your speed is reduced by 10 until the end of your next turn.
Oh, neat.
Con, you're up.
Man, why would she do this to me? I feel like she hits like a truck.
Well, you just saw how she hit, so.
Yeah, but that's one attack. She probably has like 6. I'm gonna use my bonus to second wind. It's gonna be a very important 13. Okay. Second, I'm gonna move my half movement, so 30, 15. 1, 2, 3. How far am I from her? If I move 15, then I'm 20. That would still not. Is that difficult terrain right here?
Yes. That's the edge of it, right up against her. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, right now she's focused on Agnar and Akulu, so I'm gonna risk it. So I'm gonna dash. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're done?
Yep.
Scotty's turn. She turns to Hakan. She does.
No, you
she
were
does
focused on
this,
Akulu.
and your chainmail is covered in ice and clings to your body with intense pain. She casts the ice equivalent of heat metal. So
Fucking hell.
you are going to take some damage. You take 8 cold damage. And then she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Agnar, you're up. And at the end of her turn, her ice mantle pulls back and returns to her shoulders, which means, Bernie, you are no longer... I should not have deleted. It's too late. Okay. Put that on the GM later. Bernie, you're no longer restrained. Shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Shit. I needed to double check something to add this. I have the book right here with me. As a bonus action, I will use my Channel Divinity Champion Challenge. Each creature within 30 feet of my choice has to make a Wisdom saving throw against my Paladin DC, which is a 14. So she has to make a Wisdom save DC 14. If she fails, she cannot willingly move more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay. She has a +5 wisdom, so she needs a 9 or higher?
Mm-hmm. So that's a fail?
I'm thinking about using one of her legendary resistance. Okay, she failed.
Okay. And then for an action, I'm going to lay on hands myself for 15 hit points.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Bernhardt, you're up.
All right, the first thing Bernhardt is going to do now that he is free of the snow is he's going to move his 25 feet. Let me just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right there. And then he is going to look towards Hakan with all this ice and frost appearing on his armor, and he raises a crooked finger towards Hakan as he thrusts his finger forward as if he's like digging something out, like just digging like something out of like a visible piece of something out of the air. He says, Vows of Cycle can't be broken. Small pieces can be removed. And I'm casting this spell.
Well played.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Obviously on the ice armor.
Yeah. So it's just a second level spell, so I think you still have to make the DC, right?
Nope, if it's third or
Any
lower.
spell
Oh, third of lower. Rip. Okay.
Deleted.
Her spell, that spell is level 2 for her.
Yeah, it's just as is. Yep.
Yeah, it's just a reskin version of heat metal.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, my cleric heat metal is 4.
No.
No, 2. Oh,
All right. Bernhard, are you done?
Yep.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to take a legendary action to unleash a snowblind out of her cloak. Everyone around her within 30 feet, which I believe is just Agnar. No, it's going to be you as well, Akulu. You guys need to give me Constitution saves.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
23. I did it!
Luck point.
Okay.
Really?
you moved it to a 10.
Okay. You are blind until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Akulu, you're up.
Bernie, are you going to be able to help me with this?
Yes.
Question mark.
I just need to force her to fail.
Good luck.
Wait, what did you say you said her wisdom was pretty high.
I
+5.
think he's also taking into account that she also has legendary resistance.
Yes, that's yeah.
Does she have a legendary resistance to being charmed, though?
Well, it just means that a number of times per day she can just choose to auto success.
Yep. Literally
Yeah,
anything.
without a
that-
roll.
Okay. That's fine. What I'm going to do isn't a huge spell slot or anything. I'm just going to wait. I don't need to move up to here. What did I do? I'm gonna just step back. I'm just gonna cast a blindness deafness for blindness. You know, an oldie but a goodie.
I'll make her take 10 on that. Why not?
Okay. Her con save is a +7.
I was gonna use suggestion, but I think this works too.
All right, so she saves.
Ah, damn. I didn't know. Well, that's a waste of my turn. Next.
At the end of your turn, she pulls back her chakram and she swings down at Agnar, who is blind, so she has advantage.
All right, but how many times?
She got a really high number, 27 to hit.
Yep.
Copy paste this so I don't have to keep. You take 14 piercing damage. Not technically. Oh no, it is a magic weapon.
Yeah.
And an additional 7 cold. So total 21. And then it's Hakan's turn.
Jaken,
That's me.
can somebody hold a bonus action?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You have to hold an action?
You have to hold an action.
The action can be a bonus action.
Not to my knowledge, unless PR has that knowledge.
Nope.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Not that I don't have the knowledge. It just you can't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's possible either.
So
You can
then
hold
I'm
a
gonna ask
dash, because that is an action.
Yeah, but then I have a question, Jaken.
Yeah.
You remember what I can do with my mole?
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah. I can bring the fury to my
Yes.
of all the Mac leader.
Yeah, you can.
You told me it's a bonus action because back then I couldn't use my fighting spirit.
Yeah, it is a bonus action.
The thing is if I do it, I get exhausted afterwards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you do.
And there's no way I can hold that for one turn, for like at the beginning of my next turn to maximize. I can't, because it's a bonus.
No, you cannot.
Very well then, I'm using it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How much fury you want?
All of it.
All of it?
That's a D8, baby.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes, guys, because I'm going all in. So bonus action, I bring all the Furies into... They come from all over the city, and they come into the hammer.
Right, Blinky?
And my first attack is going to be with advantage because I'm using Inspiration.
Sure. Yeah, 18's a hit.
Okay. Hoping for a crit, like really bad. I was hoping for that.
Okay, so that's 45
Speaking of
damage.
hits like a truck.
She's going to use her reaction to throw frozen shards at you for daring to hit her. You need to give me a dex save.
Ooh, I'm not good at that, and
You
I
get
have
a
no
+2.
more... Yeah, I'm still not good at that. I got 5.
All right, you take... What in the fuck just happened? That's not what I want. Okay, you take 6 piercing damage and 11 cold damage.
Very well, and there's a second hit that sadly I can't give advantage to, but it's still important. Which is a 21.
Yep, that's a hit.
For both rerolls,
sure?
so we're going to use the 4 and the 3.
Okay, so that's plus 3.
For an additional 28 damage.
Okay. Are you done?
I wish I was not done, but actually I'm not, because I got actions.
Okay.
Boom.
That's a crit!
There we go.
Sorry.
Hey, Jakian! How about delete us, yeet us?
Yeetus deletus. Swiggity swoogity.
Jesus fuck.
That has 3 ones. 60d8 though.
That's 93 damage.
Hey,
Hold
how much
on.
damage was that in a turn?
Hold on, there's still one more attack!
Okay, she's near death.
Damn, I don't get to do anything.
Oh, please! 16.
Reroll the 1. Oh
If
yeah,
it's
you
a
already
hit.
did.
That's a miss.
Oh, damn.
She lived. I'm actually out of everything.
At the end of your turn, she's going to use her last legendary action to clap back. And then fucking miss.
Oh, amazing.
All right, at the end of the
Oh.
round, Akulu, you catch coming from your right a frost giant barreling down towards you. Ilva rises, and she looks over at it, and she says to you while still looking at it, "Well, okay, that thing can't kill me. Go kill the bitch you can. Be right back." And she charges at the frost giant. All right, Scotty's turn.
I love Alva. Huge
Or-
crush.
Poor sweet innocent Alva.
Mm-hmm.
Not Alva. Scotty. Poor sweet innocent Scotty. She didn't ask.
No!
She didn't ask.
Innocent.
She didn't ask to take like 160 damage in one round.
Oh, man.
Man,
I need to tweet this on our dire roll Twitter. I need to remember
Oh.
this forever.
I'm actually out of energy. Hakon drained me of me for this.
trying to see what the fuck I can do. She can chill your armor again. But at this point,
Ooh.
attacking you does more damage. It's just not guaranteed. So fuck. She's just gonna attack you, I guess. She gets 2 attacks with her chakram. And you have a 16, so she needs...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get hit both.
She needs a 7 to hit.
Only 175.
Okay, that's a hit. So you take 16 slashing and 4 cold. And then she crit you.
It might still not be a delete. Depends on her roll.
Yeah, I rolled pretty trash there. 18 slashing, followed by...
Okay, I'm
6
still not
cold.
deleted.
Alright, that's her turn. Agnar, you're up.
Hakan, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine, dude. I'm out. I'm just out.
No, like I can't see. All I know is she can't leave. She has to stay somewhat close to me.
Yep.
What I'm saying I'm sorry for is because I can't see you right now, therefore I can't protect you.
That's fine.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh. Okay, +5 wisdom.
That's freaking smart. I love your
She
strategy.
is going to use a legendary resistance.
Okay. She can take half damage, that's fine.
Okay.
Technically that's when she starts her turn here,
Yeah.
so
Okay, that's
so
important.
so when she starts, we'll go, if you want, go with that.
Might be. I just saw the damage in the save and I went with it. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright, and then at the end of your turn, you are no longer blind. I assume you're done.
I used what, 15 on myself before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you used
So
25 on Alva.
Alva.
So that means I have 10 left.
Yeah, was that
I'm
a
gonna
bonus action? That's a full action.
Oh, that's a
Spirit
full
Guardians.
action. That's a full action. Yep. I'm
Okay.
done.
At the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action to strike at Hakan. Okay,
Missing.
Bernhardt, you're up.
I love watching Bernie measure things.
Yeah, I was really hoping... Yeah.
It always means good things happen.
Well, I have a lot of really short range. All my stuff is really short range. So like when the fight goes away from me and I'm restrained for a bit, I'm just like, oh, cool. Can't do anything. But stepping forward, he's going to dig into his own flesh, and at 5th level is going to cast Life Transference on Hakan.
5th level.
It's actually more than that. I just got to roll the extra dice.
Okay. So 36.
So you gain back 72 hit points.
You heal 72.
Oh my god.
Hakon's like brand new now.
Wait, I'm sorry. What I meant to say is, oh my god of order.
I mean, Bernhardt just gave up half of his hit points, so it's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
Ooh.
And then, because I only moved 10 feet, Bernhardt's going to shrink back a little.
Okay. End of your turn. She's going to use a legendary action to do Snowblind again. So I need everyone to make a con save.
+2 because I'm close to Agnar.
Oh.
Bernhardt saves. Hakan
20,
saves.
24.
Damn it.
Luckily.
And Agnar saves. So Akulu, you are blind until the end of your next turn, and it is your
Thank
turn.
goodness. I don't need to see to do what I want to do.
It's a magic missile.
No, not even that. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath on myself. I am choosing fire. And I'm just going to run in a straight line.
Until you run into her and then breathe on her?
Till I hit something, and then I'm gonna breathe on her.
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
know,
That's fair.
like a sorcerer would do.
Like one of them
So,
sorcerers.
For point of fair play, you do need to make a wisdom saving throw when you come in my radius, because I couldn't see anyone to not hurt them with it.
Okay.
And
While
that
you do
radius
that-
is difficult terrain.
Oh, where was she? Here?
Right outside of it. She was literally the square
Yeah.
outside of it.
Oh, that actually changes everything. So
What?
that's 10, 20, 30. I guess she can still breathe. That means I'm gonna rule that she hits a con because she's blind.
That's fine.
The guy has 90
Oh,
hit points.
it's-
I think
it's
it's gonna be
difficult.
okay.
Yeah,
it's
it's difficult
absolutely-
terrain.
Yeah.
I didn't realize because I've been thunderstepping everywhere.
What is movement?
Okay, weird flex.
Alright, so Khan, give me a dex save, and then Our Lady of the Dead is also going to, she's got a +9 dex, so she's gonna use a legendary resistance.
12, which means I failed, which means I took 19.
Oh, you can choose a legendary after you roll?
Yes.
Lame. I mean, she still takes half damage.
It actually says if the Ice Queen fails a saving row, she can choose to succeed. So I have to
Oh,
roll
okay.
it technically.
Yeah.
And Akulu, you need to make your wisdom save for my radiant damage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. 20? We're good.
Yeah.
It was-
Can you
I
roll,
know, it was
can you roll a
14.
new? Yeah, roll a new.
Roll it new? Okay. Mm,
Half of
And
40
then you
damage.
also have to make a con save.
So you take 4 damage and then give me a con. Okay, your dragon's breath is still up.
Technically works.
Take that 4 damage,
Barely.
and then at the
Oh,
end
we
of your
did it.
turn,
I'm not blind anymore.
you are no longer blind, and the Snow Queen is going to use her last legendary action to snowblind again. Everyone, please roll con. This is her last chance to get one more turn.
18.
And okay, well, she failed.
11.
yours is technically 13, Akulu.
Kulu
Oh,
is
that's
once
right.
again blind, and everyone else resisted.
It's fine. I don't need to see.
Con, you're up.
I'm just going to
Sad-
blow up.
Sadly, I
think
need to
I
use
know.
my bonus to give the fury back if I don't want to explode.
Right.
So that's my bonus gone.
Also a wisdom save.
Yes. Which I'm proficient in.
And you get +2.
So 15.
That beats my DC of 14.
Does he take half?
So I
He takes half.
Take 3.
okay, and then it's gonna be 2 normal attacks.
Okay, and you're not blind, so
That's a 17.
how would you like to kill Ice Queen Scotty?
I'm not imaginative enough to make a worthy death for her, so I'll let you describe if you want to make her spectacular.
Okay, you swing Weishi's Assurance like a baseball bat, and you hit a home run with her entire head.
Oh,
Perfect.
oof.
She's gonna remember that.
And as the head goes soaring through the air, her body starts to fall and then explodes into snow that waves out and blankets the whole of Suterhofen, hitting everyone with an icy blast of freezing wind, letting everyone know that she just got deleted from this plane.
All right. Hell yeah.
With the recently revealed Invincible Woman, the lack of leadership, and the demoralization of the fact that their goddess just got exploded, the battle quickly ends. The armies of Endfrost do not return to their camps. They flee, headed north,
Just get
as fast as they can go.
Agnar kills as many snow goblins as he can on their way out. God's damned snow goblins.
Kind of forgot about the hammer thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll
Oof.
be half honest, Jacob. The entire week.
You were like, oh boy.
No. I was, as a player, I was like, secret weapon. But as a good player, I was also, I should warn Jacob about this.
It's all good. I gave her max hit points for her stat block, so I was like, that'll do it. And then you did almost all of it immediately.
That clutch crit though.
Oh yeah. Oh man, my heart was beating hard.
I don't know. I don't know if that was either anticlimactic or awesome, but it was somewhere in some. It was one of the two. One of the two for
I
sure.
can tell you, I'll treasure
It was
this
awesome.
memory. So for me, I'll treasure this memory.
It was awesome.
All right. The combined great army of Suderhoffen sticks around for a while to make sure the siege is really over, and it isn't till the first thaw of spring that everyone starts to head home. Agnar, do you make good on your word with the Lord of Shadows?
Yes.
All right.
Does he make good on his word with me?
Yes, and in fact, I forgot. Raylass was supposed to tell you that she was here, but I guess it didn't really matter.
But do we have a quickling that comes and talks to us? That's
yes.
the most important
Yes,
part.
you do.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right. It's over. Winter has ended. The Endfrost has been routed back to their homes in the north. The whole of Bjorn Mars is safe once more. Now all that's left is to reclaim broken homes and to try to get a harvest going. So that just leaves you four. Now, I had an idea of what Bernhardt would want to do with his time now that the war is over. But perhaps news from Raylath will change his mind. Because Raylath approaches him one early spring morning
Is this?
with a map. And Raylath says, your friend Agnar, the king, he asked me to ask the Lord of Shadows where the deep gnomes are. I am not a cartographer, but using the maps of the north, I think this will take you there. It's quite a trek north to find the entrances, but from there it should be familiar territory for you, no?
I don't know what to say to this. I was not expecting this.
Well, I'll leave you to it. And Rayla gets while the kitten's good.
And Bernhardt's just going to hold this scroll in his hand for a good bit. And if we want to do the epilogue thing, if I could do mine last, awesome.
You got it, bud. One thing I want to pitch to... Okay, that didn't send to Twitch for some reason. Restream, you failed me. Are we still live on Twitch?
Let me check.
Yeah, new guys went through over vice
Okay.
versa.
For some reason, my restream is sending to Mixer, but not to Twitch. So that's lame. I'll just stop doing chat. Hakan, I want to pitch something to you.
Yes.
In the days after you absorbed the entirety of the Mountain's Fury, you felt extremely weak because you held all that power in you, albeit briefly. Would Hakan want to put that hammer away? Back where he found it?
Would I put it back?
Yeah. Would you put it back? Knowing that you're going to want to die in battle in a few months.
Well, either that or fight the witch, but either way.
Okay, I suppose we could end with you taking your hammer and going on a crusade to find the Lady of Witches and kill her ass. But that's a whole other story. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. I just wanted to pitch an idea to you, but it sounds like you already got a better one.
He's like, if I die, then I die.
Yes. So just quick question. Is there any advantage to put the hammer back?
No, it's just a choice, you know? Especially since you're trying to go to another plane of existence. If you die in the Feywild, you're not sure if your people will have access to the Mountain's Fury anymore, because it comes from the hammer.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you had said that the Fury does not cross plane.
Right.
So it would be pointless because I'm not bringing my leaders with me. Yeah, I would place it back. If it's going to be pointless to me, I'm going to place it
Okay,
so that a worthy successor could pick it
so
up
we'll
later.
start the montage that focuses on Hakan with you in the mountains, placing down...
Gega's next to me.
Gega's with you. You place down Wage's Assurance, and as the two of you step back, it grows into a tower. But this time, it's not holding anything inside.
Yep.
And take it away. It's your montage. What is Hakan doing?
Well, Hakan would turn to Gega and say, you and I know the location of this hammer. I believe I shall be the leader of the Great Macht until I get challenged and eventually lose or die in battle. I want you, if you'll be willing to take the responsibility of this, to keep the location of this hammer to a very few and trusted people, so that if in times of need, when a new leader is required that's worthy of the power of the Mountain's Fury, that it be given to them, so that they may find it.
He says, I was the one who brought you to this thing, so that makes sense. I accept.
My adventure is not over. I have to deal with something very personal, something that I had to do, which for the first time, I'm not going to follow my word. I had made a deal with a witch in the Feywild, and I got to deal with the consequences of this deal. So, Geg, once we return to the camp, you will be the leader of the Great Macht in my absence.
I thought you wanted me to guard the hammer. You sound like you're trying to get me killed.
Well, if you don't want the responsibility, I can ask my brother.
Well, without the hammer, I don't know if the Great Macht has much of a future. I think it's gonna split. But I think your brother would be a better choice. As
Very
honored
well.
as I am. I don't need that target on my back, she says with a smile.
That's perfect.
Oh gosh!
Somehow...
Your cowardice has rubbed off on me, Hakan.
No, don't see it as cowardice. I just think that you want to give others a chance. If you became the great leader, nobody would have a chance to take it from you, so...
Yeah, it's not fair. You're right.
Yes. However, when I come back, if I'm still alive, assuming I come back, I have plans for this Macht, so this hammer might not yet be forgotten.
I doubt anyone's gonna forget this hammer ever again.
It has been a weapon of tremendous power, and with tremendous power comes tremendous responsibility. And Giga?
Hmm?
I'm just gonna say thank you. I could go long and large about thank you for what and why, but you know what and why.
She blushes and punches you really hard in the shoulder before she starts to walk away.
You punch like a girl.
She turns around and tackles you, and then we cut to. Okay, where is the last thing we see of Hakan before we move on?
Of me?
Yeah, no.
Well, it would be probably a few weeks later when I'm probably discussing with Agnar at some point about maybe talking to the druids to send me to the Feywild
Okay.
with a vengeance.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll take some liberties. We'll come back to Hakan. I got a great idea. All right, who wants to go next? Kulu or Agnar? Should we go alphabetical? There's two A's.
I can't believe Hakon's about to Doom guy the Feywild.
Oh yeah.
I need that game.
You mean BJ Bedwelski? He has a name, thank you.
I've never played Doom, but I'm planning to. Quarantine time.
All right, Kulu, you're up.
Oh. I don't. Okay, Blinky.
Blinky, what?
Because technically the second letter is the apostrophe.
Oh.
Blinky's saying, "Oh, the second character is the apostrophe," but I think it's. I think we consider the A. We don't count the apostrophe.
Yeah. It's like a space. Anyway, Kulu, how's your montage gonna go?
Goodness. That's rough. I know I'm gonna need to go west. I don't know necessarily that I do that immediately. I think I'd like to have like parting words with everyone and sit down and have a drink with Relath.
Do you want to do those parting words, or is it just part of the montage?
I mean, I'm probably going to be like, "Hey, Bernard, are you planning on staying in town? Someone needs to watch my shop." No? Oh, okay. That's... you know, and as far as with Agnar, it's kind of like, "Thank you for allowing me to serve in your court." I'm going to be really stiff, but Agnar's going to insist on a hug.
Yeah, we're huggers here. Bring it in.
I'm your employee, that's all. I'm gonna reluctantly give Agnar a hug. That's the closest you'll get to warm from me, other than like fire breath. And then just kind of like find Raylath and plan to meet up the night before I leave town.
Okay.
Just for some drinks by him home.
Okay. You wanna dive into that, or just montage of you guys settling your scores?
No, let's dive into it. That way we have like a scene.
Okay. So you guys sit down in a quiet booth. The Iron Hall is still being rebuilt from the battle damage. Yet somehow, dangling in the candle chandelier above you, is Tiad with his own mug, with his ear pointed towards you.
Yeah. I told you he should have been the spy, god damn it.
And Raylath sits down across from you and he says, "I hear you're planning a trip."
Yeah, I'm heading out of town. As you can see, there've been some cosmetic differences since last we spoke.
I like scales. You wear them well.
Yeah, they've been kind of expanding. There are I guess you haven't been caught up on the whole thing, but I have like siblings, more people who wear scales. Well, I just have to leave town. This came with even greater power, and I pay my debts and return things that don't belong to me. Now, okay, the ring of mind shielding does belong to me, but I wanted to loan it to you while you're working with this Lord of Shadows. Which means I fully intend to get it back. You don't get to keep it. It's a loaner.
I shall do all my nefarious deeds in the time it takes for you to return.
And you're not allowed to die with it either.
When has death ever stopped me?
Yeah, well, but I guess it still belongs to me. You're gonna return it.
Duh.
So tell me, and kind of like fading, camera kind of panning back, be like, so what's this about your the god that brought you back, huh?
Well, I have been following the little one and listening to him, trying to figure it all out. It was very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in one God, the true God. So, I'm inclined to believe that he brought me back. But this little gnome man is friends with Hierophant. I have to do some soul searching, I think. But I'm very busy with my new job.
Well,
Can you believe it? I'm actually a spy now.
for the first time ever, you're doing surprisingly well. Well, then
Who
let's.
knew that being a man of my profession previously had prepared me for it?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Cheers to new job titles, and cheers to whatever brought you back.
Yes, and I'm thinking about opening my shop again. I already wanted to speak with Our Lady Jarl about getting my property back.
Well, I'm leaving my shop unattended, so I've paid the rent for the years.
Oh,
Just use the space. Don't touch anything, and some of the jars are not safe.
perhaps I'll take you up on that.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Shakes your hand and drinks your mug, and you guys lean back to enjoy one last evening of drinks and tiad before you
And
head off.
Tiad. Yeah.
Okay, Agnar, you're next.
Agnar's gonna
Oh, actually, I want to hear what you
okay.
had to say, but I actually want to have a moment with Alva and Agnar.
That's actually what I was getting at first was Agnar's gonna kinda helicopter mom over Alva for a few days until she probably gets sick of it.
Well, when we come upon a scene, you coming into her quarters. The door is open, so it's not like you're invading her privacy, and she's packing.
Headed out to inspect the properties outside the city walls.
She looks at you. She says, I abdicated. Fabian will be Jarl once the vote's finalized. And then she goes back to packing.
All right, where are you going?
Well, I know we haven't talked much about it. Or rather, I haven't. But, I think I'm invincible. And I feel like I don't know what happened to me. I made a deal, and it was all very confusing. And in the end, it turns out it was all tied to Scothy, and I all these creatures, these giants, these damn gods, damned snow goblins,
Goddamn snow goblins.
metal men, and trollkin. They all came from the far north, where none of us have been. And if I can't be killed by anyone that isn't related to me, and she jokingly takes a step away from you, then I have a unique opportunity. I'm going north. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I learned how to make maps and see what's out there. I'll come back. I'm invincible. So
I mean, you better come back. Where our family doesn't exactly have the most spectacular track record for finding other family members who went off and didn't come back. So if I have to go hunting for you, we're gonna have some words.
yeah, I know. I don't think I said it. Maybe I did, but I'll say it again. Glad you came back, Uncle Agnar. King, Uncle Agnar.
Me too.
I really hope I don't miss Fenrir's big return, but I also hope he returns. Tell him I love him, and I'll be back.
Bring it in.
She begrudgingly tiptoes over to you and is like,
And I'll squeeze a little bit too hard and be like, remember, if I have to come looking for you, I'm one of the only ones that can hurt you.
and then she kind of gets solemn after you finish the hug, and she's like, if Fenrir does come back while I'm gone, he doesn't know about Mom yet.
Yeah.
So take care of him.
I hope you understand. You just completely messed up all the plans I had.
Yeah, well, sometimes we in the younger generation have to make our own way.
I get it. I respect it. I respect you. I love you very much. And I know that you're going to kick some major ass up there.
Oh, no snow goblin will be spared. I promise you that.
Don't forget to every now and then just, send a message home. I'm sure Calder will be more than happy to talk to you.
Give it a shot.
Now get out of here before I punch you.
Well, he points to the packing.
I'm the king. Get out of here. You can come back and finish. No, I'm kidding. You're good.
All right. She goes back to packing.
And Agnar's gonna hunt down Cabian.
Okay.
And he's gonna punch him.
Ow, what? Why? Ow, hey! My king? Ow?
So you're gonna stick around here?
Yeah, I did not expect it. But I assume you spoke to Alva. Okay, well, Alva, trust me with it. It seems like Calder's plan. You notice now he's instead of wearing Ironside pendant, he's now wearing a Calder pendant.
So about that, and then kind of a fade
Okay.
to over the upcoming months montage.
Sure, sure.
Agnar is going to be taking Kabian under his wing and training him how to reach out and focus some of that faith that he has.
So he's like moving
And
boulders and you're riding on his back.
yeah, yep. It's very much reminiscent of the time that that Bernhardt and Agnar were training. There is a rule book. There are any number of rules, and Agnar is going to do what he can to start the inklings of an order of paladins among Bjorn Mars.
Awesome.
All the while, every opportunity he has, reaching out to Bernhardt for advice on how to teach, because Agnar is real shitty at it. And then eventually, once Kabian's starting to get the hang of it, and I've gotten a promise out of him to keep an eye out for others that would be worthy of the training, Agnar's going to take everything he has and go to Harfos.
Yeah, it's yours.
And from there, start. He said he was going to try and he's trying to bring Suderhoffen into a new era, a little bit more open, accepting, for lack of a better term, a little more progressive. And he's going to start doing that throughout all of Bjorn Mars, reaching out to the other kingdoms of Bear folk nearby and try to make peace with them.
Wow, bold.
And then start sending messengers to the continents to the south, doing the same. All of this bullshit about not being fit for rule because of archaic, ancient, stupid hatreds is going out the window. And
Even for snow goblins?
no, snow goblins aren't people. And then eventually, through the people being trained to become paladins, I'd like to think that Agnar kind of finds someone and settles himself down with a handsome young paladin.
Okay.
And that's about all I've got for him.
All right. Like a real Matt Bomber looking guy? Maybe a little taller. Sorry, Matt.
I was thinking a younger Ben Affleck.
To each their own.
But he's got to have scales. Because Agnar has a type.
Yeah. You're muted. Oh, okay.
I was going to say I'll have that garrison stationed at Suderhof, and I'm sure you could have recruited some Dragonborn from there.
It's true. All right, well, I'm going to do some last DM montage of each of you guys, but I Bernhard, do you want to be like dead last, or are you okay if I tie a bow at the end?
I mean, I think if I could be dead last, that'd be really good.
Okay, all right. So just some DM privilege here, right? The last shots of everyone is Agnar in his paladin regalia is meeting with the high council of his new paladin order, and there are some faces we don't recognize, but among them is of course Kabian and Oddmund Oddmundsson, who has also joined the ranks of paladins, and he's looking out over like a carved 3-dimensional map of Bjorn Mars, and there are tokens symbolizing ruined regions, and Fabian reaches over and picks one up and replaces it with like a fully built city on top of, or in this case, a castle on top of Castle Northgate, symbolizing that you guys have rebuilt all the way up to Castle Northgate and have restored the castle. The last thing we see of Akulu is she is somewhere sunny, and she's getting off of a ship, and she's being greeted by 6 scaled individuals, and she's in the west. And the last time we see Hakan, we don't see Hakan at first. We're in a cave, and there's this faint iridescent glow all about it in multiple colors, and we see these ferocious beasts, which incidentally killed his first character, being hurled past the opening, and Hakan dragging one of their corpses along and throwing it against the wall, and he's inside the crystal cave, and he starts going through the corridors, and he comes to a circuit, one of those spherical chambers, and in the middle is this crystal, and he pulls out a foggy crystal of his own, and he looks at it with determination, and then we cut to Bernhard.
So after the battle in the winter, he spends most of his time going around healing those that need it, helping rebuild, and as winter turns into spring, he has the run-in with Raylath, who presents him with this map. And as Raylath walks away, we just focus on Bernie staring at this map before we kind of fade to black and come back up to Bernie coming up on Hakan out where the Great Mact is. I'm going to have a little bit of a go here, so this might take a bit.
It's all you.
Hakan, do you have a moment? I would like to speak to you, as they say.
Always, especially for you, Bernie.
Our time together has been very interesting, I must say. I have learned so many things from you and your people, and it was through talking to them in some of the dark times that I realized that even the harsh places, the emotions that we feel, the actions that are not so nice, as they say, is this part of life. And I want to thank your people and you for showing me that just because you do things that are not nice does not make you not nice. It's life is death and life, and it's winter, but it's also spring. So it's a cycle. And I thought I understood this before meeting you and your people, but I very much did not. And I want to thank you for showing me that what little I knew about Orta is, well, it was misinformed.
Well, I would like to thank you in return for showing me, or teaching me at the same time, what I would like to call, and he smirks because it's not his usual type to make jokes, but he says the natural order of things.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could repay the favors that you have given me. So hopefully you remember that as you go about. And I don't know what you're going to do about the witch thing, but whatever it is, I hope that you are successful.
Well, that one I'm going to cause a little chaos.
Well, chaos is a part of order as well, as I've learned. So go about, be happy, be merry.
I certainly will.
And then he's gonna reach up to Hakan's knee, as close as he can get to his shoulder. It's just oh, one more thing. You really need to learn to take advantage of some moments with the people that you care about. You never know when that will disappear. And he kind of gives you a knowing nod, you know what I'm talking about? And
Yes.
I'm sure Hakan's gonna give him like that normal Hakan like stare, like, what are you talking
Yes.
about? And he's just gonna like look towards Gaiga, like, hmm.
Akon nods and says, "Those are my plans beyond 11 months."
Maybe don't a little bit before the 11 months in case things don't work out.
I will take your word. Yes.
Sweet, as we kind of fade to black again before coming back this time inside of a little shop that he has spent a lot of time in learning trades, not learning quite as much as he thought he would be. He definitely learned how to help people, but he kind of knew that. But yeah, he's going to pay Akulu a visit. Hello, excuse me, I don't want to interrupt you, but do you have a moment?
Yeah, I'm just tucking some jars away, packing things up, but I can sit down. We can have something to drink. Do you like warm tea?
Oh no, I love tea. That's just very good. Yeah, no, that definitely
Okay.
take some tea.
All right. I'll start a pot of water then.
Like you, I'm also going to be packing because I mean I'm sure we are all going places. But before I do this, I must take care of some things, and one of those things is also it's thinking new. I had spent many years on this above place, and I had not really got a piece of a home before. I thought I lost it completely. I mean, after the first couple of decades, I kind of forgot more and more about Spiel and where I came from. But it wasn't until I met you that I kind of got a small piece of it. So yeah, I guess I'm saying that it wasn't until you that I was able to grasp a small part of my soul again. So I am eternally grateful for that.
Well, you still have a lot left to do, you know.
Oh no, I understand this. I was in a very dark place. I had not seen home or any things that reminded me of home. I was starting to forget many things, and meeting you and meeting the fact that you are a bitch, which I am very accustomed to. It's like
Oh, what?
uh, it was a reminder of where I came from. So it helps me remember some things that I would have forgotten otherwise.
I'm glad. In a dark place, we could remind each other of things we enjoyed. She's gonna hand you tea. I meant to say I had something to send with you on your journey. I just feel like it's not sentimental, okay? I just feel like it would be more useful for you than it would be for me. And Akulu goes digging and pulls out a very familiar jug filled with, like multiple little corks, and kind of like passes it over. It can pour almost anything. You talked a little bit about like scarcity, and just if you're traveling very far and into dangerous tunnels, I just thought it might be more useful than where I'm going. So it's not a big deal. It's just like
No,
it's
this is a very, very big deal for me. I mean, this would normally gets me to hug you, but I know that's not your thing. So,
we can.
does it have some of this tea in it? Because this tea is very nice.
Well, I guess hypothetically you could imagine the tea, but this tea is just an herbal blend. I can bag some up.
Oh, that would be very wonderful. Yes, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. It comes out a little bit different every time, but I'll be able to do that too.
It's a surprise. I like this. Oh, I was getting a jug, and like the jug is like as big as his torso.
Yeah.
So he's like holding this giant thing. He's like, oh, okay, so this is nice. Well, I hope that you are safe in where you go. So, go see those that are like you. I suppose that is where you're going. I'm just assuming.
My plan is to come back here. I've got a shop and a client base. So if you look for me, you can look for me here.
Okay. I don't know if I would be back. I hope to be, but coming up to the surface world was not exactly planned. So, maybe we'll see how this goes. I do live quite a long time, so that is helpful.
And you could always teach some of your people about what we have to offer up here.
Oh no, yeah. If I do make it back to Candymanspiel, I definitely plan on making some sort of trade because I wouldn't mind getting us involved. Having some of the things up here would very much help with the horrors that are in the Underdark. So that is nice. There's no snow goblins, so I mean, I'm sure that Agnar would come down.
Yeah, we can always do a kind of exchange program.
Oh well, that is nice. And then we'll kind of like fade to black again and come back up into Modi's Bond with Agnar having kind of started his teaching of Kavian. And he kind of feels this little tug on the back of his pants.
Oh, hey, Bernie. Hey, quick question for you. Was it 36 or 38 that's run?
That was 24, actually. It was high up the list.
Oh. Man, I need to write these down. Anyway, what's going on? What can I do for you, buddy?
First of all, I'm very happy that you are starting this training with others. It kind of reminds me of the past.
Yeah, no, after all of this, like, I don't know, I'm king now, and that's kind of crappy, because I don't get to go out and be the hero that you taught me to be. So I don't know if you and I are going to get a lot of time, away from the capital. I'm sure we can find some stuff there for you. I mean, oh wow, what if you and I both work on the training? That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, that would be awesome. But takes a deep sigh. There's a small hitch to this plan. First of all, I was approached by that Dragonborn man that Akudo knows, the Zalith, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah. The handsome one.
I suppose so. I mean, he was quite striking. But yeah, he gave me something that apparently you helped him get by talking to this Lord of the Shadows. He gave me a map to the Underdark.
Oh. They found that, huh?
Well, I mean, I think so. I'm not going to know until I get there. And with you being king, I suppose that you're not going to have much time to come on an adventure, which is awesome. I mean, when we first met, we were just two outcasts in that small village. So I mean, big steps, right?
Yeah, look how far we've come. It's looks like we both got big things ahead of us.
Yeah. And he's going to hug Agnar around the legs.
This is, I can't even explain how awesome this is. Like, I'm gonna level with you, Bernie. Early on, I thought maybe you just like knocked your head or something, and I didn't buy all of it, the whole Underdark thing. But I mean, you're. I am overjoyed. Like I can't even express that you get to go home. This is that's no one deserves it more than you do, man. Like I don't want to see you go, but I love you, and I want you to go back home and find your family.
Wow. Thank you so much. I must say is that there was a little bit when we first met. I also thought maybe I just bumped my head. I was just imagining everything. It was a very lot to take in. I mean, I was a miner and I was up on the world with these powers a lot. But I mean, through meeting you, I was able to figure out, no, not crazy. Well, maybe I am crazy, but not about that. And I never got to meet my child, assuming that they were born, but in a way, I have one. I have at least a son that I know of. And I know I'm leaving and you're going on to bigger things as well, but this is not goodbyes. This is just see you till next time. And if this map is true and I do find County Munchville again, I definitely want to open up the trades with the above world. And I mean, I know it's the king of the Beyond Mars, so I'm hoping that that will be a good thing.
Yeah, here he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, no. So
yeah,
you know,
no,
thank you.
we're doing there's this new thing that we're doing or that we're gonna be doing. Embassies are all the rage now. So we are absolutely setting up a you get back, you talk to your folks, I'll talk to my folks, and we'll do an embassy exchange thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this, I mean, I wasn't saying this was goodbye, like at all. I get it. This is you're gonna go home. You're gonna reunite with your family, and I mean, and then eventually you'll come back, and it'll be like old times.
Yeah, I mean, if there's the embassies, I'll come be in this embassy above world. So that way I get to have my old family and also see my new family. And then we just kind of like fade out as he's just like hugging the shit out of Agnar's leg. As we kind of come back into the room or whatnot where he's been staying for, you know, since the siege has been protracted. And it's kind of sparse, but we do see a couple of packed bags. And where we come in is on, it's nighttime. Sun is set a couple hours ago, and we focus on Bernhardt, who is kind of like sitting on this bed, and he reaches up to the little Ouroboros pendant around his neck, and he grabs it with both hands, almost like prying it open as he says, "What is called can be heard around the world." And as he pulls it apart, he actually takes the snake like mouth off of the tail, and he brings it up with the snake's almost like starting to slither and come alive as the mouth dives into his ear as the tail plunges into his neck. And as we start to fade to black, the last kind of things that we see in here is Bernhardt going, "Hey, it's Bernhardt. I know it's been a long time. Some things have happened to me, so I don't even know where to begin." And then we just fade to black.
And everybody, that is Dire Roll Endfrost. I hope you guys have had as much of an experience as we have, the 5 of us. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you players for making this a campaign to remember. I could put it in as few words possible. I don't want to say too much, but there will be no session, there will be no stream on Sunday next week. If you are looking forward to the next campaign, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Dire Roll. Otherwise, Dire Roll is going to take at least a week, probably 2, of a break as we plan the future. But Endfrost was awesome, and we hope everyone enjoyed it. And we hope you all have a great night. And since we won't see you for a while, great couple of weeks. Good night.